Presumptions. Right, well, at some point, the little red light will, there we go, turn green, which presumably means that things are up and running in a most lovely fashion. We won't actually know until the chat starts wigging out, but it should happen in not too long, hopefully. There we go. Right, we are alive. Okay, so last episode, you abused a pair of old men, rifled through their drawers, their private chest and such on, and eventually denounced them as vile heretics. Does that sound about right?
That sounds like every episode.
Yep.
Well, not too far off the mark then. All right, so you have recently returned back to camp after your little escapade with the church, which you didn't burn down, which was very nice of you, of course. So it is now the... that was the 16th, so it's now the 17th before you can really do anything again. Right, so if any of you have used any willpower, it is time to regenerate that.
Here's a sheet.
And Dev, you're in a less than ideal state, aren't you?
Yeah, I have a bunch of superficial damage, and all my willpower is aggravated damage. So what do I do?
Well, once per session, you'll get back one of those willpower points. So you can take one of those back.
All right.
And that's your willpower now. Enjoy.
Great. What about my health?
Treasure that fucking thing. Right. So you can heal using a rouse check.
That's right, because I only have superficial. That's right. Okay.
Yep.
So I'll do that now. Oh.
Congratulations. You're hungry again.
I'm at 4 hunger. I'm at 4 hunger.
Always with you. You're always hungry.
How many health do I get back, Arch?
Jesus, Dev. Why can't you just calm down and not fucking eat people, huh? Right. I believe you get back, what was it, 2 points per rouse check?
Right. I think it was based on stamina, but it's 2 anyway, so.
Now, stamina was what determined it. I think your healing is based on your blood potency.
Okay. All right. Well, there we are. I'm back up and running, just barely.
Yeah, just don't get shot by anything for a while. The rest of you, have you regened your willpower?
Yep.
All right.
Mine was already full.
That's because you didn't do anything, Lazy Zoo.
True. But if something had happened, I would have done the hell out of something.
We shall choose to believe you, albeit with a healthy dose of skepticism on top.
I
Always
believe
very
you.
helpful to be a skeptic.
I believe you.
Right. So, it is now the 9th of the 17th of July, I believe. It's a wonderful summer night, I guess. And as usual, you are requested to huddle around the radio to receive today's updated briefing from von Richthofen.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Can't
Radio
wait.
crackles into life. The voice of von Richthofen comes in a little clearer than yesterday. Meine Herren, 17th Army Headquarters believe it has stumbled upon a clue in your pursuit of the paranormal. First, let me give you a swift briefing to bring you up to the current situation that we are in. Our 17th Army have moved forward into the Stalin Line and captured the city of Vinnytsia. This is where your forces will now be located for the immediate future. For future operations, we will be moving southeast towards Uman, where we'll be seeking to cut off the Bolsheviks' troops that are between us. If we reach the river Dnieper to our east, they will be unable to escape. Unfortunately, even Bolsheviks are capable of discerning such a simple strategic situation and are retreating to the southeast themselves. Our allies in the Romanian army will be attempting to cut them off from the south, but I have little confidence in our allies. Furthermore, von Kleist's panzers is moving towards Kiev, the Russians showing very little interest in defending the supposed Ukrainian capital. And this is where we may have your supernatural incidents. Near Leopoldsev, we have received reports of Ukrainian partisans fighting against the Bolsheviks, and they are requesting a meeting with us. This is too much of an unconfirmed report for us to dispatch any Wehrmacht or Waffen officers, but since the request came from someone who claimed to be a holy warrior, it seemed fitting to dispatch your troops.
Okay.
Right. That is the briefing. They ask further if there are any questions.
What is our army going to be doing in the meantime?
The 551st, unless you have specific orders for it, will continue the offensive alongside the 17th.
All right.
My question is, what do the X's mean?
The X's, that denotes an infantry formation.
Okay, fantastic. I like the high-tech
And a little-
briefing, Arch. Congratulations.
It took me many hours to set up.
Did I hear a pop sound when the first army appeared?
No, I don't think he did, but I wish I could add in a pop sound when they appear.
Was that you, Rags? I have a feeling someone made a pop sound.
No pop from me. Not this time.
Wow. Chat noticed it too,
Somebody
so
would. If
something
they popping
happened.
sounds, it would be Rags.
Yeah, that's why I asked, exactly.
He does tend to trigger people with his mouth sounds.
Bet it was you, Rags.
It wasn't actually.
Chat confirms there was a pop sound. It was good.
And
I mean,
my-
if you're just being coy and you did actually make a pop sound, then congratulations on
No,
your
no,
technical
no,
achievement.
no. I'm
Either-
being
either you
completely in
or-
earnest. I handle my Nazi heart. I did not make any
Are you
noises.
sure you're not telling a big lie?
No big lie from me. Not this time.
All right. Now I'm sure that at least Sargon wants to discuss military strategy. So what are you thinking, Sargon?
Well, I mean, I just power ahead. We just have to cut them off, right?
See,
Yep.
I knew you
As
had
the
an idea.
situation stands now, it's essentially a race, with the 17th attempting to get in front of and cut off the 12th and the 6th.
Always about race with the Nazis.
Right, okay. Well, what can we take with us exactly?
Well, the nature of your current mission will hopefully be diplomatic in nature, unless the Ukrainian partisans aren't actually Ukrainian partisans, but just pretending to be Ukrainian partisans so that they can all, shoot you.
So, Arch, can you mark on the map where the rebuilt church is, just so we know where it is?
It was outside Berdichev, wasn't it? So, this area.
Okay, so it's up there. All right. And we still have to investigate that medallion for them? That was from last session?
Yes, that
They
is
also
the
gave
thing.
us a book.
All right.
Yep. They gave you a collection of books and scrolls to give you information about their medallion.
All right. Do we want to look at them now before we head out anywhere? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
We're in a hurry, aren't we?
Yeah, it depends on, I guess, the time-sensitive nature of our.
Yeah.
Well, we're in a hurry, but we're also going to be in a car, so you can just look at them while we drive, I guess.
I don't know. Reading in the car can kind of give headaches. I don't know.
Can we do that, Arch?
So there's a little cross. There, now's that retarded little Orthodox cross. You won't really get much work done in the car.
Yeah. All right.
It's too
can we
bouncy.
Do we need to take any men with us, like the Pioneer Battalion or anything?
Probably not.
Okay. Well,
right.
let's go.
Seeing
Let's
as
go.
this is, again, hopefully going to be a reasonably peaceful mission. Presumably. Possibly.
Sounds good.
Maybe. And all of these other words that are meant to confuse and frighten you.
I know for one they're working.
This is good. Right. Before you waffle off, though, you have a new friend who's arrived at the division headquarters with a order to report to you directly.
Then let him do so. Show him in, etc. Oh God.
Horrible.
Never mind.
God,
I
is that
regret my decision.
Is that a steel mask? Might I inquire quickly?
How the hell did you pass
Yes.
that, Dev?
You squirted
Good
me out.
question. With great difficulty, I believe, is the answer to that. Rightio. So, yes, this is your new companion. He is an enhanced creature, like the rest of you. He has been sent here by the headquarters command by Emil personally, so refusing is not an option, though, well, assassination might be, who knows?
Okay, who sent me? I gotta write this down on the notepad.
Emil.
Emil. Okay.
Bloody try hard.
Hey, gotta keep notes when you play Archer's campaigns. He'll fucking reference this shit later.
Yeah, well, I'll just fail when we I'll just fail to cross that bridge when I come to it.
So what type of creature are you playing?
Out of character.
That is the incorrect question, Dev. The correct question is, what the fuck are you?
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck am I? Right?
There you
I'm wearing
go.
a metal mask. I don't want to show you my face, so I'll approach the. Which one of them looks like a commander? Like the leading boss man?
Well,
Oh,
technically,
that'll be the
judging
small
by the
child.
rank pins,
It's me, the child.
The child is the commander? Oh, God. Was this an anime? Fuck me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll approach the fucking child and be like, Bruno Friedrich.
Sorry, why is Dev the commander?
You chose to
you
make
are
him
the one who
commander.
voted him the commander.
Did we? Right, okay. Just checking. All right, that's fine.
Okay, I gotta
Dev,
make
you can be the
who's
commander,
in
go ahead.
charge here.
Just wanted to make sure I could
Are you
play
trying to imply
myself.
that you're the spiritual commander, Sargon?
No, I mean, I just think an adult should be in charge now. Now I'm thinking about it seriously, but it's okay. Carry on.
Well, do you want to just switch ranks?
Nah, it's all right.
That's how it works.
No, I like the way it is. Carry on.
I waddle up to that guy and I'm like, Bruno
Girl.
Friedrich.
Come
Girl
on.
thing.
Fucking Kyle.
How tall
Don't misgender him right off the bat.
It's basically from
use
that-
the gender
I know
neutral
what he is,
comrade.
right? That's Deb,
Yes.
right? That's the weeb you told me about, right?
This is a safe
Camarade.
space, and we say camaraden here.
Comrade. I'll huddle up to them and be like, reporting for duty, ma'am.
Are you a statue?
I'm not a statue.
What are you?
Do you have like metal gloves to go with your metal head?
Just so
That's
you know,
an excellent
everything you're
question.
saying right
What
now,
is my
I'm
equipment?
imagining that you're saying actually in game. This is not out of game. This is what you're saying the moment you meet him in game. Makes more sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay.
Can I do like an awareness check or something on it?
Well, just look. Just ask Arch, like, hey, I look at,
On it.
that thing.
I don't want to misgender it.
I would like to scan it, please.
Sure.
Are there any
You
life
can do
signs?
awareness.
Is it awareness and intelligence, Arch?
Yes, that'll be fine.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I guess we don't need to ask him any more questions then.
I mean,
Right.
you just asked me, by the way.
We did.
Yeah, but this is better. He,
With a roll.
You're breaking
Hey,
up a lot for me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not
same
just my
here.
head.
About now. Am I crystal clear?
Stop the porn downloads for now, mate.
Are the porn downloads still going? You gotta tell me.
Doesn't sound like it.
No? Okay, good.
well, I'm not stopping mine, so fuck you all. Right. Yes, you saunter up to the stranger Sargon. You look him up and down, giving him a good, solid look over. The skin is not actually metallic. He appears to be wearing a rather elaborate mask made from some sort of soft metal, you presume silver or perhaps lead.
Mm-hmm.
That's very
You
safe.
can see the faint outlines of a pair of eyes in the darkness that flitter about nervously. You then, of course, proceed to grab his crotch to figure out his gender. It appears to be male.
Okay.
Nice.
Can't
So-
be so sure these days, though. You've got to ask him.
Do I cough?
Yeah, you don't know.
Pretty good cough.
Is he
He might be
wearing
pregnant
gloves
too,
or can we
Dad.
see his hands?
He is wearing leather gloves.
So there's no visible bit of skin at all.
No, heavy leather gloves.
He's V
Okay.
from V for Vendetta. Not the other V, but the other V. Dare I say the better V?
Oh,
I mean,
fighting words.
Look, he did blow up Parliament. A few months ago, I would have been right along board with him. Then we did democracy instead. Anyway,
So what kind of enhanced soldier are you?
I'll tell them my clan, I guess. I'll be like, because I assume I know they're vampires too, right? Like,
Yes.
out of character knowledge. Okay.
Yes.
They briefed me and everything
Mm-hmm.
because the Nazis are apparently aware of vampires, which I'm now aware of like 5 seconds ago.
They are very vampires. A lot of that awareness is due to a certain other ex-party member.
true.
Let me guess.
How many
Was
times
that
can we bring up
that was
V?
the little Romanian boy?
It might have been a Romanian person, yes.
Oh well. I'll tell him my clan. I am of the blood Nosferatu.
Of
You're
course.
actually a vampire then.
Yeah, got pointed
Hence the
teeth and
mask.
everything.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it made sense it was an Nosferatu.
I'm fucking ugly. Okay.
No, Carl. You are not ugly. Allow me
You're
to
body
correct this.
positive.
You are
Yeah.
staggeringly ugly.
Fucking messed up, man.
I think-
T34.
Nosferatus are so ugly that if a regular human sees them, they pass out.
Yes,
don't
pretty
freak
much.
out.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Hence again,
Wait.
the mask.
Are
The
you, I'm
mask.
sorry. Are
Is
you
this another
implying
good time
that
to bring up
Nazis
V?
are regular humans?
Yes. Look, we have to pretend there's a facade, okay?
It's a Nazi-feratu. Thanks, chat.
I didn't like that. Fuck you, chat.
We'll give my officer a little Hitler salute, Sieg, or whatever
Yeah.
they say.
Hmm.
What are your orders? Come on, give me something to do.
Well, we're just hanging out for now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, we haven't really decided to go anywhere yet. So,
I thought we had to head out somewhere to meet or interview.
are we all gonna pile into the car and go to the situation?
Yes, listen to
I
your
would
tactical
seem to be
consort.
the reasonable thing to do, yes.
Yeah, why not?
Is one of us driving, or do we have a driver?
One of us has to be driving.
Don't
I think
speak
one of
too
us has
soon,
a
Sarang,
drive
because then I
point.
have to roll for it. Arch might say you have a driver, or say you
Yeah.
have to roll for it.
But there's just not room in our car, is there?
I don't know. Arch, are we having a driver or are we driving ourselves?
No, there's no room for another driver, but you have like 2 people with drive, don't you?
That's true.
Let
And
Deb drive.
road.
He's the commanding officer.
I can drive, sure.
You probably shouldn't drive while a child and pregnant
It's fine.
and dead.
So
Are you
So,
healthy enough to drive?
I think so. So it's not strength this time. So it's not a tank, right? What would it be? Drive and
Well, currently you can just drive.
I mean, like
okay.
with your hunger and your damage, superficial as it is, do you need to rest or?
well, I already did. I already healed up for as I could for today. So we have to go.
So glad I dumped those points into drive.
Okay, I guess I'm just driving. Let's go. Honk, honk.
I'm not going to make you roll just to drive. You're
fair
going to do something special, you know?
That's
Yeah,
something
at some
you
point,
wouldn't do,
Arch, you got to
Arch.
do like a what do you call them? Like a card battle, like a Mad Max style car battle or car chase.
Probably yes, but with a 2 centimeter autocannon on top. Yeah, a rabbit jumps in front of your car. Roll.
Okay.
Just run it over. Fuck it.
Just run it over. It's a rabbit.
We're literally Nazi vampires.
Not
who
even a
cares?
German.
Yeah, yeah. We're not taking
Ra-
risks over a rabbit.
We'll run over there and we'll eat it.
Well, hold on now.
How many
Hold on now.
humans like someone with sophistication, Dev?
Listen, I would like at least 1 point of hunger back. Can I eat the rabbit, Arch?
No,
Eat the rabbit.
it's squished.
I will
Yeah.
stop you from getting
Great.
out of the car and eating the roadkill.
Great first impressions for our new recruit. We've just run over a rabbit by accident, and the commanding officer is waddling out the car with stomach bulging to eat the rabbit to restore some hunger.
Look, women get
The
cravings,
roadkill.
right? It's
It's
just
been
how it
smashed.
works.
It's been smashed into a fine paste.
To be fair, Sargon did eat a rat.
I
That's
wasn't
different.
pregnant.
That's true. Child death.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Dev.
like smoking.
Yeah, you may as well be drinking wine or something.
Good idea.
All right. You drive it for a while. You can hear the thunder of artillery off in the distance. Apparently, the
soothing.
Bolsheviks and the Germans are busy playing along with each other, as usual.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be quite a party going on. The Germans apparently are not going to just let the Bolsheviks slink off yet again. Filthy, filthy little communists that they are.
Good.
You eventually arrive at the designated coordinates, and it appears to be a cave entrance.
Okie dokie. Go on then, dear leader.
So our rendezvous point is they're meeting us in a cave.
Presumably.
All right. Did they say how many of them there would be?
That's a very good question. I wonder why the Wehrmacht and the Waffen didn't want to send any of their own dudes. Odd
It's a
that.
trap.
So they didn't say.
No, they did not say.
So if it's going, how dark is the cave, Arch? Just from looking on the outside.
It is quite dark, but there are conveniently placed torches going down into it.
That's
Okay.
convenient.
So any of us with Auspex should probably turn on that night vision.
Yeah, what do I have to roll?
You add a thing to you add your Auspex to your next perception roll when you go to look at something.
So if you roll awareness now, like awareness plus.
Yeah.
Rouse? Why rouse?
Oh, no, it would be awareness plus, I guess, probably wits or something, and then
Arousal?
you'd add. What? Sorry.
Arousal?
Yeah, no, that I pressed the wrong button. Don't worry.
Wits plus awareness. Just roll that first, and then how many points do you have in all specs?
1.
Okay, then roll an additional d10.
Okay.
And I can see in the dark for free because of Protean.
Well, I guess I'll
Ouch.
use a fucking willpower to reroll 2 of those.
Yep, that's probably a good idea.
I'll do.
All right, so 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees of success. Yes. For the duration of this scene, to give it the fancy name, you will be able to see in the dark pretty damn well.
Excellent.
All right, let me try as well. So awareness wits.
Mm-hmm.
Awareness wits.
Actually, is there awareness wits? Is there then a little thing that says like bonus or something like add?
Yep.
There was
Modifiers.
Okay, I'll toss your all specs on top of that. Then that'll probably work out.
Yep. There it is. Wow.
Oh.
Good job, Dev.
It's all right, Dev. I can see in the dark, so that's at least two of us.
With 8 dice, I still okay.
Now, on the other hand, I could dominate the darkness into clearing out the way so I can see. Other than that, I am screwed.
1, that's racist. 2, that's not how darkness works.
Thank you, Arch. I didn't know that before. However, I might be able to unveil some sort of technological marvel that would fix this problem, such as a light.
You could have brought a light, yes, if you had thought about that.
Oh no, it's going to be the paint all over again.
Yes.
Does anyone have a torch?
Well, there are literal torches burning along the way, so I mean...
Well,
one
good
of
enough,
those.
I guess. Or indeed, I could take one, yeah. I mean, the problem with that is, vampires aren't too fond of fire, so I have a feeling I probably shouldn't.
That is true. You will have to take a resolve test to pick up the torch.
I actually have, I think, pretty good resolve. Let me have a look. Not really. What would be the roll?
Can you just use a flashlight?
Just flat out resolve, I think.
Well, I might as well
It's just a
try.
flashlight.
Is there a downside if I fail this roll?
No, it's picking up like a torch. That's like difficulty 1, I'd say.
Right.
So you just need 1 degree of success.
I will roll it.
Are you not just going to take a flashlight?
Apparently, we don't have any. We should have thought of
We
that.
don't?
Well, we literally operate exclusively at night. I think we should have brought a flashlight.
Check the truck
Yeah.
to see if there's
Originally, I was working on the assumption that vampires could see at night, but, well, fuck that.
That's what I thought too, but okay.
Can I see at night? Or is it just all specs?
No,
It's
just
all specs and protein.
Right. Oh, well, I guess I'm the only one then. Except Dev, who failed his roll. Right, I'll take the resolve then. And no modifiers or anything. Hey! I pick up the torch successfully.
you very gingerly pick up the torch.
Fantastic. Well, that's something.
The rest of your party looks at you like you're fucking crazy. Like, you know that fire, right? That could kill you.
Look, I'm the philosophically dominant one here. I wrote the book. So if you're going to question my conduct, refer to the pages.
As long as you don't touch it.
Sure, there's something in there about touching fire or torches.
I think it just applies to everybody, though. Just don't touch fire.
It is
Yeah, this
generally
is
quite
not a
dangerous.
uniquely vampire thing.
Yeah, I wonder why vampires specifically hate it more than humans when literally it burns them the same. Are vampires less than 70% water since they're dead? It would make sense.
I think you are a good deal more flammable than the average human.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Vampires really go up, and you can't heal from fire damage, I think. Or if you can, it's a hard thing to heal from.
Well, I'll keep it at arm's length and I'll keep away from the rest of you, and if anything happens, I'll just throw it to the side. Fire safety, folks. Only
If
you
we're
can
fighting a
prevent vampire fires.
If we're fighting a vampire, just throw it at the vampire.
Fantastic idea, Dan. If I
Fucking
fight you, I'll
vampires.
remember that. If you get on my nerves.
So, Sargon, do you want to go first then, since you're the only person who can see?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we head on in then, I suppose.
All right. Okay. Yep. The cave. I was about to say torch there for a second, then my brain went like, "Wait, no, they're not going into a torch. That'd be silly." You go down the long cave. It seems to be quite a decent place. Like, it doesn't look lived in or anything, but clearly somebody's taken a great deal of pains to prepare this for you. So instead of torches all the way down, it's very well illuminated.
Interesting.
It would be a silly trap to line a cave with fire for vampires. So I think that decreases the chances it's a trap somewhat.
Or it could be that they're expecting vampires, so they have fire ready.
Or they're expecting people who need to see.
And Chap mentioned the possibility that there's a bunch of Flammenwerfer wielding werewolves down there, which would be pretty much worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Let's be somewhat cautious. Remind me, was this where our commanding officers told us to go to meet someone?
Yes.
Right. Decent chance it's not a trap then. Let's continue.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Eventually, you arrive at what appears to be the end of the cave. There's a wide open space with a stone bridge that appears natural, crossing a small body of water. Upon that bridge, with his back turned towards you, sits a fairly large man. When he hears you enter, he turns around and stands up to greet you.
Okay, I'll. So what does he look like exactly? Can I do an awareness check?
Sure.
With what statistic? What attribute?
Awareness, intelligence, probably, because you're trying to figure out like ethnicity, where he's from, stuff like that. I guess
That's awesome because that's easily my best roll. So yeah, there we go.
Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minus 1, so 7 degrees of success. Yes, that is pretty good. Right, the man is close to 2 meters tall. He's fucking massive.
Mm-hmm.
He's dressed, however, in remarkably girlish-looking clothes.
Okay, yeah.
Arch, have you put Wendy in this campaign?
Almost like a flowing kind of gown thing, apparently made from colorful silk robes.
Yeah, Wendelin. Go on.
Gwendolinski.
Your local or your knowledge, your general knowledge, recognizes this as a traditional dress of Crimean Tatars.
Okay, yeah. Great.
They have great sauce.
What's she doing down in Romania? That's the question. Okay. Anything else?
He's wearing one of those wonderful little round hats, the ones that here in Norway were referred to as bear pussies.
Should we call them he, though?
Yeah, did you just assume his gender?
Well, he looks pretty manly, despite his clothing.
That's
definitely still Wendy, and Wendy's female, have you know?
Yeah, what do you think that
Come on,
means?
it's
Unless it's
2020.
combat.
Yeah.
He also appears to be carrying a sword, which rests easily in a scabbard at his waist. He is also a brown-skinned person, and to add extra effect to this, there is a crescent moon and a star mark in gold, apparently, pinned to his little round cap.
So what, is the Turk?
Yeah, it's a Turk. That's disappointing. I thought it was Wendy.
Well,
A Mohammedan.
We never specified that Wendy wasn't Turkish.
Well, that's somewhat true.
We're the
fan
Turks
art
in that
definitely
universe.
Well, I
The fan
suppose
art
that's
definitely
canon.
specified that Wendy was
Well,
was a righteous white woman.
Okay, if that's canon, okay. It's not
I
very
thought
heavy.
everyone was
Sorry,
brown in
let's
that
get it out.
campaign.
Right, I don't speak Turkish. Does anyone? I'll just speak in Russian, I suppose. Oh no, in German.
All right. Well, he begins the call.
Greetings in dementia. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's a Turk. What did you expect?
He begins the conversation by greeting you in the traditional way. He gives you a small curt bow and says, "Assalamu alaikum."
So you were going to say he was going to give me a curtsy.
He then continues in fairly flawless German, actually.
Good.
Something right.
Fairly flawless.
There's a hint of an accent there.
Okay. What does he say?
Okay, so after giving you the greeting and saying, "I have been expecting you," he stands with his hands on his hips, expectantly.
We certainly weren't expecting you, mate.
Okay, I'll guess I'll be the person to say it. I'm going to say Mohammed slept with a child. So I'm not
To be
joking.
fair, that's what we've been doing every night on this campaign.
Calm down, not in the way Mohammed did.
There aren't that many children in all of human history who've literally written books about scratching cum off their clothes from older men who've... Yeah, anyway.
In Aisha's defense, she didn't write that. She just said it. Someone else wrote it.
Oh, okay.
Someone else thought it was
I guess she
worthy of
wasn't,
yeah.
one of her main focuses wasn't learning English, wasn't learning to write, rather. It was just
Someone
being
was like,
his
man, that's
sex
actually
slave.
probably not.
I'm writing that down.
She was too busy being, used by Muhammad.
Well, yeah, that's probably right.
Let's not say all this out loud, though. This guy might be dangerous.
Yeah, this will just be a conversation me and Uzel will have in private.
Yeah.
Then we move on to the oh, hello, nice to meet you. We totally respect Islam, by the way.
I'll give a nod. Oh, can I go ahead and actually sense the beast on our contact guy here?
You certainly can.
You're going to find that he's a bear.
You're gonna find that he's a Jew.
Oh my god.
There's almost no one in the world who hates Jews more than the Nazis, but this might be one of them.
I can't believe we ran into one.
Yeah, what a
This
coincidence.
would be...
Those bloody Jews, eh?
We found something we have in common, worlds apart, and yet still, we both hate the Jews. Isn't it lovely to bring people together?
Choked out of 120 odd countries, eh?
Let's see, dice plus resolves. Resolve plus animalism.
Man, I mean, if everywhere you go there's a strange stink following you around, you got to think about, maybe it's not someone else.
Disavow.
Let's see. Let's resolve plus.
To be fair, they haven't been kicked out of Israel yet, but there's a lot of people trying.
Well, they got kicked out by the Romans.
Ignore that. Animalism plus. I'm trying to figure out which button I actually press because there's about 4 different roll buttons here.
Don't worry, keep it up. I'm sure we can think of plenty more offensive jokes to get Archer's channel taken down.
Yeah. This
Oh,
will
yeah,
keep
go for
going.
it.
For how often you use this ability, you are disappointing me in your alacrity.
Well, there's so many different buttons to press in terms of like which one, because that's a rouse roll. This one is a discipline roll, but it won't let me. It goes to modifiers, so I guess I'll just put it in directly from here.
Yeah, if it's a discipline, just roll the number of dice.
You go in
Okay.
dogging rags.
4, 5 minus 1, 4. Okay. Let's see.
Since the beast presence in mortals, vampires, and other supernaturals, gaining a sense of their nature, hunger, and hostility.
Yep.
It also determines whether or not they harbor a supernatural beast, marking them as a vampire or werewolf.
Yeah.
On a win, a critical gives the user information on the exact type of creature, as well as their hunger or rage level.
All right. Okay. He can try to resist subconsciously, which he does, but doesn't roll very well. Okay. You do manage to gain a fair bit of information about the creature in front of you. It is relaxed, confident. It does not appear to be angry or raging. It seems, in fact, almost optimistic, happy to see you, I'd go so far as to say. Genuinely so. But on the other hand,
Just dicks.
you can also sense as if you can almost see an outline behind him, the outline of a very large and yet also strangely man-like wolf. You are 100% sure that the thing that's standing in front of you is a werewolf, and an old one at that.
It's a pretty good percentage.
Also a transgender one by the looks of it. Right, okay.
I'm still not sure if Arch was just taking some artistic liberties by describing it as basically a floral dress. Was it just a standard Turkish Cossack or something?
No, the Crimean Tatars wear these kind of loose, flowing kind of style robes, and very colorful ones.
Does it look particularly feminine, or does it just match that description regardless?
Well, it probably
It
looks
kinda looks
feminine
kind
to
of feminine.
us.
Yeah, to us it definitely does.
Fair enough.
Like high waist,
ladies
silk
love it.
pants, you know, like, kind
imagine
of
that,
tailoring his pantsuit kind of stuff.
Imagine that when we arrived, we all just gave a quick snicker, and then Rags just suddenly and started sensing his insides. There's got to be some sort of standards of etiquette for that kind of thing, surely. And
So
I think Rags has just broken all of them.
Why were we sent to this guy again?
Well, he was sent here because the Germans received a request for a meeting by Ukrainian partisans.
Okay. Okay, I'll say, comrade, we're here for a meeting with Ukrainian partisans.
Kameraden.
Well, I'm speaking in English, not German.
Yeah, but
You know,
Jesus,
human language.
comrade has the wrong connotations, you know.
You've got to be careful to get the right flavour
the
of
Germans
socialism.
still use
Yes.
comrade.
buddy.
Details. All right. Yep. He gingerly and with a great deal of grace begins stepping down from his stone, his arms outstretched towards you in a friendly gesture. You have come to the right place. I am the leader of the partisans in this area.
Okay. Okay, well, I suppose we would like to enlist you in the war effort against the Soviets.
We should ask his name.
The name of a Turk. Or a werewolf.
You don't know he's a werewolf.
They're not Turks, they're Slavs.
You know, all these attributes about him that we don't like building up. But as I said, you know, at least he hates Jewish people.
Dressed like a girl, wearing a funny hat, has brownish skin, and is Muslim. He's close enough to a Turk for my liking.
Actually, hold on, I just looked it up. No, they are actually mostly Turk. There you go.
Ha!
Actually, frighteningly little Slav in them.
I can
There you go.
sniff out a Turk at 100 meters, trust me.
There is a pinch of Jew as well.
Oh, wow. That's it. We're off now then. Bye.
Glad to see that your racial senses translate into the video game, Simon.
Oh, yes. Very sensitive. But right.
So- Uzulu,
Yes.
put that new artwork up. It's in the
Yes.
tapestries.
I shall do the art. 1 sec. I don't think I will actually.
What is that? I don't even know what the hell
I
that
shall
is.
I shall await your consent, Arch.
Fuck am I?
What is that?
Seems we have some more fan art of Rags.
Is that supposed to be me?
What do you think?
I don't
Greg?
even. I don't
You play
even
a dog in everything.
I don't
Literally
even get
everything.
What's with the ball gag and the weird chest thingy?
Because everyone knows that you play a dog for fetish reasons. Come on, man.
There is a more normal one above it by Carlos.
I could put something else in. Arch, what do you reckon about putting that most recent one on screen? Yay or nay?
I think it might be a hint. Well, then again, we just talked about the Jews and the Turks, so why not? Why the fuck not?
All right. Your channel.
Turks aren't a protected class.
Besides, everyone knows Rags is in this RP. They know what to expect.
True.
I'm a human or a vampire Nazi.
But also
Some
completely a dog.
fetishes.
No, only selectively.
At least it's not a walrus. Seems like a step up, to be honest.
Step in the right direction
Yeah.
for you, Rex.
Yeah.
I like how Arch is gradually creating new canon for each of our characters. That Rags is a walrus, that Dev is Preggies. What's it going to be for you and me, Sargon?
I don't know. I dread to think.
I shall come up with something. Right. Well, the man gives you a broad smile when you mention recruiting him for the cause, and he retorts, but you see, we do not wish to be recruited by you necessarily. We have instead come to recruit you to help us for a free Ukraine.
Well,
this just sounds like
yes.
cooperation. We don't need to argue over who's recruiting who.
Yeah. Like, I just want to stress that basically, look, the plan is that we kill communists.
Yeah.
And then when they're all gone, you can have a free Ukraine. We've got no interest in it.
Till we roll in.
Well, shut up.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
We don't know that.
To discuss later.
I'm sure Hitler's just on a war of liberation against the communists. That's why I signed up.
Definitely.
We're freeing Russia from itself.
And we have no idea why the Middle Easterners hate the US.
What?
I just feel like it's related. War of Liberty, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
War of
well,
liberation.
we are certainly happy to help the Ukrainian patriots to free their land.
All right. He seems quite pleased with that. He nods enthusiastically. Good. He takes a step closer, and his smile suddenly sours and turns into a bit of a frown. He locks eyes with you and pulls in heavy breaths.
Not wearing a dress. Not doing it.
Through his nose, as if he's smelling something.
Mm-hmm.
He growls out the word leech.
Oh, now you too good for my help, are you?
Yeah, I mean, that is a pretty accurate description, though.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to free Ukraine.
I was
You could growl back hound if you wanted to.
I would have said something with a bit more
No,
sting.
I'm above resorting to this kind of petty racism.
Yeah, Nazis are above
Yeah, we're
that.
not racist.
Like, well, yeah, if this isn't, if working alongside us for a little bit isn't worth the free Ukraine, then we certainly have our own business to attend to. We're busy people these days.
We are leading a division here, so my time is valuable. No, seriously, I'll just look at him coolly. Just let him. I'm not going to respond to it.
Okay. He rests his hand on the pommel of his sword, not aggressively necessarily, but preparatory. He looks you all over. He goes like, all of you. What are you doing here, leeches?
We're here to free Ukraine.
Might want to start with something true.
No. We're on a war of liberation against communism.
Oh, God.
I could chime in and say there are more important things here than our ancient rivalries. This is war.
Yeah, but we're on a war of liberation against communism, which is far more important than the petty war between vampires and werewolves.
Yes, but it's not really the primary interpretation. It's not really the primary reason that we're doing it. But never mind. Fine. But
He's
I'm going to chime in and say that.
Okay. Go
There
on.
are more important things here than our ancient rivalries. This is war.
Okay. Let's see. Let's make Uzulu roll some dice, because he doesn't do that anywhere near enough.
That's true.
Okay. In this case, now your guy is a genuine fucking ideologue, so he believes this shit.
Yes.
I'd probably say like composure, persuasion.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Luckily, I have a lot of composure. Any bonuses?
Nah, that's good enough.
Hey,
Good job.
Fucking hell.
thank you.
Most excellent.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 degrees of success. Yes.
I think it worked.
You very coolly and collectively state this to him. This is bigger than our species rivalry. This is about nations.
Yes.
Also, my
Future of
friend
the
here is very
entire
good
world.
with a sword.
Yes, I'll bring you into the conversation. I'll
I
make you
could
part of the
reload
role.
as a free action.
I am really good with a sword, though, so this guy
I
can
don't
fuck.
doubt it. But I'm not bringing up at random the fact that I'm good with the gun.
But he just
Also,
put his hand on his sword, so he can get
But your
fucked.
sword isn't made of silver, though.
It's made of sword.
You
Yeah, I
can
know.
challenge him to a duel. Why not?
But vampires are made of, I don't care about anything except silver.
My claws
not
deal
vampires,
aggravated
sorry,
damage.
Are
You should
they?
get yourself a silver sword, Simon. Like
Shit,
Geralt, you should get 2 swords.
Why I can coat my sword in acid.
Yeah, I don't think that vampires are weak to silver in this.
No,
I
I
don't
meant
think.
werewolf. I meant werewolf.
Why would he have a silver sword if he's weak to it?
I will disarm him.
No,
Why-
I'm
okay,
sorry, if
why
Sargon
would
should get a
people
silver sword is what I'm
swords if
saying, Dev.
People are weak to swords.
I agree that I should get a silver sword.
Yeah.
But for now I'll just have to hack him limb from limb with a regular sword.
Don't worry, I rolled well. It might not come to that.
Well, let's hope.
All right. He seems to consider this for a moment. He gets very thoughtful as to the question. He kind of shakes his head like, if it is to be an alliance, I must know more. I must know, why are you here? Not any excuses. Why are you here? Why are you wearing the uniforms of Germany? Why do you fight?
Arch actually wants us to justify our characters, so no.
Fuck.
Oh, it's
I literally
actually
wrote a
really
book
easy.
on
It's
this,
because
mate.
we're Germans.
I could just literally whip out my book and show him.
Well, go on then.
Yeah, all right.
Quote a few passages. Jesus, I don't know.
Yeah, all right. Do I didn't put the book in my inventory. I should have done that.
Fuck.
Okay,
I
well,
wrote
then
all
let
this
me-
down, but I didn't bring my homework with me.
The dog ate my homework. Rags.
Twas not I.
Never mind. I have the quotes. Oh, Arch, do you want me to actually read some out to justify this play?
Well, you can literally do a performance roll.
Oh yes, I have a good performance.
Excellent.
Performance and composure, just to like rattle this off.
That is pretty much my best roll. Right, let's hope I don't flub it. Any bonuses? Oh, I can use presence. Yes, perfect. I have a thing. I have AWE. AWE. Do you know how I would roll this, Arch? I have never done this before.
Or what
It
does it
should
say?
say underneath the levels and the abilities, it should say what you roll under dice pools.
This is going to be one of those huge attacks I did with my character in D&D Crusaders all over again. Everything goes into this one roll, and I roll higher than anyone ever has.
So Oz on page 267.
I have the notes for it, but they're disorganized because the manual is too.
The manual is fucking terrible.
It is. Designed for being read, but the wikis are all outdated.
So you'll be wanting to roll manipulation plus presence, which will
Yeah,
be rolled
it
against
looks
their
like it.
composure plus intelligence.
Anyone aware that they're being affected? So if he is aware that they can try and resist with either composure plus intelligence. Oh, they resist with that, and I roll manipulation plus presence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll roll manipulation plus presence now, I guess. There's so many dice roll buttons. What do I press?
Yes,
Oh, I
it says
haven't-
add the presence to any skill roll involving persuasion or performance, as well as other
That's-
charismatic good rolls. Yeah.
That's not what I meant to roll.
Yeah. So basically, what that means is when you did your persuasion roll, in the modifiers, you put the number of points that you have in presence.
Right. Is that correct, Arch?
Yes, that sounds
Okay.
reasonable.
Right. That's just one, unfortunately, but it's something. So, performance, composure, and a bonus of 1. Not 10, 1. Hey, even better.
Very good.
Right.
Good rolls today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 4. 9 degrees of success. That's
Yeah.
pretty good, yeah.
So I'm not being all flamboyant and unnecessary. I'm just explaining to him with a bit of flair why we ideologically align with the Nazi cause, but mostly focusing on our enemy, our common enemy, who we hate and why we're here to destroy them, explaining it from an ideological, philosophical point of view, weaving in the fact that vampires seem to align fairly well with the Nazi ideology. because destroying things and capturing and dominating, but mostly liberating. Very important, that part.
That won't happen to Ukraine.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not. Not to our allies. We like our allies.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I kind of want something clarified. Out of character. Are we more German supremacists or more vampire supremacists?
That's up to
us,
you.
Dev. Yeah.
That's more of a character thing, so that might be up to you.
I think my character's definitely more.
I'm
Nazi
certainly more
supremacist than
German.
vampire. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm certainly more German.
Same.
It's almost like, to me, vampire is a secondary thing. I'm German far before I consider myself a vampire.
My
That's the same for
character's vampire first, so basically views you all as race traitors.
We're still on the same side, though, Sargon. We're still allies.
Don't know what you're laughing about. This will all come. Your nose are going.
You're on the
Just
wrong
a
side of the
matter of time.
intersectional stack.
Well, I am a German vampire, but I'm vampire first.
I guess that explains why you've done that Camarilla quest.
I can't believe this reminds me of when No Bullshit asked Sitch if he considered himself white or Jew first.
What did Sid say?
I can't forget. I think
is
he
that was
said, I
serious.
don't know, I guess white? It's a very odd question to ask someone unironically, but okay.
It's the kind of thing that you'd only ask someone if you're like deep into the racial ideology and almost nothing else, which our characters are, but real
Yeah, that's
life
true.
people generally aren't. Except
Yeah, that's
Bullshit,
what-
because he's
well,
barely
well,
a
well,
person.
First.
So wait a second, Sargon. You would betray us to a Russian vampire then?
Well, no. 'Cause I'm
Then
still
you're German first.
Yeah, but you're vampire first.
No, if the question is loyalty to being a vampire and loyalty to being a German, then I will choose vampire. But it's going to be a German vampire. It's not going to be a Russian vampire. I'm not some sort of internationalist.
Yeah.
Globalist vampires.
German vampires, then Germans, then Russians, then Turks.
All right, sounds good.
Then Turks. Okay.
Then Turkish werewolves.
Yeah, Turkish werewolves are right at the bottom of the stack.
But they can help Nazi Germany, so it brings them up a bit temporarily.
Well, it's just a means to an end, then, isn't it?
Yep. But let's not tell him that.
Well, obviously. Anyway, after this discussion, we'll turn back to him, smile. Everything's fine, don't worry.
Right. Yep. You deliver a fairly impassioned speech about all of this.
Mentioning the word Jew often.
Yeah.
On the assumption
No,
that
you
because he's a
you
Turk,
put a
that
great
he's-
deal
that
of
he's a
weight
Muslim.
upon this. You know
There we go.
Okay.
that this is a nation thing for you rather than a vampire thing.
And that it should be for him as well. Because we have a common interest.
And aren't Ukrainians really just Germans from another mother?
That might be
We
a
allied
hard
with the
sell.
Austrians automatically, and they're ours now. So same thing can go for you. I mean, not this exact same thing, because we want you to be free, obviously, for now. But
Of all the Untermensch, the Ukrainians are the best.
yes, top of the bottom.
Yes. I hope it feels good.
Okay. Right. He seems quite moved by this, actually. He seems genuinely convinced that you're doing this for nationalistic reasons rather than vampire reasons.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Also true. It just happens to be true as well. Like it's convenient. I
The things
I
we
failed to
say
tell the big
also
lie.
happen to be true.
I
Okay.
must repent.
Yep. No. Like he basically engages in this discussion with you. Like he too is essentially, from what you can tell, he is an ultra nationalist. Like he's not a Nazi necessarily, but he is. Well, he is literally just Ukraine above everything else. You know, Ukraine must be free, etc. And he hates the Russians. He views the Russians as external imperialistic invaders, pretty much.
Oh yeah, I hate people like that. As Nazis, we hate people like that.
Yeah, well, we'd never do something like that.
Yeah, not our bag.
I'm just here on vacation, really.
All right. So now that you have presented yourself as the glorious liberators of Ukraine,
Correct.
Yes, a couple of good rolls, and we've sorted this entire alliance.
Well, it's not far from it. Like, he seems genuinely quite interested in all of this.
Good. My skills actually came to good use for once.
Yeah, it did.
If he plays his cards right, we'll teach him to like read or something at some point.
Throw in a
Okay.
nice bone.
Oh.
He then engages you in a religious debate. Like he pivots from the nationalism and starts going on about the values of religion. You know, the correct nature of the house.
You
and
want
so
this
on.
Ukraine or
Very
not?
Islamic.
As it happens,
Which religion?
as it happens, my friend here is an expert in religion. Sargon, I believe you have a higher cultural. Oh wait,
I like the way the religion's the occult now. But yeah, okay, fine. Yeah,
close enough.
I'm
Close
happy
enough. You
to
probably know more
play
about
that
than me,
game.
though.
Yeah, culture,
probably, yeah.
politics.
My friend here is,
okay.
is a venerable expert. I think you'd be interested in what he has to say.
Okay. What sort of thing is he trying to say to us?
He's basically inquiring as to not really religious freedom in Nazi Germany. Rather, he's inquiring as to whether or not he will be able to impose his own religion.
No.
Like, he wants to make Ukraine an
tolerant whiff-waff society.
We're just soldiers. We're not politicians.
That's kind of what he
I'm-
wants, though. He's an Islamist, a pretty hardcore one as well.
Well, let me explain to you why the Quran is illegitimate.
Okay, forget that.
He,
My friend
he's looking
is
for
confused.
guarantees for Ukraine to be allowed to be like Islam, even if Germany were to be the world hegemon.
So this our
Ukraine is
perfect
an
opportunity.
Orthodox country, and that's
Not
still
after he's
better.
fucking done with it.
It's
Still
just a
better
perfect
than Islam.
opportunity, Sargon, to tell the big
Yeah.
lie.
We're going to have a
Islam is
discussion.
the
as to
religion of
whether or
peace.
not
I
it's
agree with you.
communist
Yes.
or Muslim.
And because Islam is a religion of peace, and because the Nazis are peaceful, you can continue to spread it as long as, you remain peaceful.
Well, yeah,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know
that.
He might not think it's peaceful, actually. I think that's more of a modern thing.
I don't think he is on board with that narrative. Well, I mean, we're too unholy to crusade, so
No, he uses the word jihad quite frequently.
yeah. But what I mean is, we're too unholy personally to join the crusade. So I guess we could join the religion of Satan and go on a jihad.
The religion of Satan.
It's cruel.
Okay, my friend is confused. Let me do the big lying, Sargon. Let me do the big lying.
Hey, of the two of us, I've read the Quran.
Yeah, well, I know what's in it.
Right, well, Uzulu has very conveniently played the ball straight into your corner, Sargon, so...
Okay,
what is
okay.
your,
All right. Well, do you want me to make a roll?
depends, well, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to argue? Or are you just going to shoot him in the face?
What religion am I?
Yeah, what
It's
religion
up
are
to
you?
you.
Well, I mean, technically,
It's a
I'm
personal
actually
choice.
Christian, really, don't I?
Don't sound so
I'm sure-
disappointed, comrade.
Well, I mean, I am a vampire. I didn't think I'd be much of a Christian. I mean, not traditionally, anyway, I would have thought.
I don't even know in
we
this
literally
universe.
praise a villain in the Bible, don't we? So, yeah, maybe.
What?
Well, we can at least pretend. Cain, right?
What do we praise Cain?
I don't know,
Who
maybe.
praises Cain?
Vampires. If
Cain is
anyone
the
praises Cain,
Oh, yeah, I
it's vampires.
suppose. Yeah, good
Yeah,
point.
he was the first vampire, and then he fathered all the other vampires.
Right, of course, yeah.
Hey,
No,
Cain
we don't
killed less
praise him
people than God
because-
did.
But
I mean,
don't
how do
forget
vampires feel about God?
Don't forget that the
God
Muslims
real?
are fine
Right.
with the Bible. They just don't believe that Jesus was the Son of God. If you leave that part out, you can give whatever else you want.
That is kind of key to the whole thing, though.
Yeah. Well, yes, true. True.
Like-
You don't have to emphasize it as well. I mean, you can disagree on that part.
How
But
could you- I don't emphasize that Jesus is the Son of God, even though the whole thing hinges
yeah,
on
Sargon,
that.
this is the point of big lie.
I agree, but I mean, how do vampires feel about God? They must hate him, right?
I think
Very
our
much.
religion comes more from our,
Yeah,
from
it's
our,
kind of an asshole.
German
Pretty much.
identity.
Well, because you're a Tremere, the Tremere before they became vampires, they were like a house of mages in the Middle Ages, and they were humans, and they were based in like the mage side of this game, which had their own religion. So you might have some left over from that.
Arch, in terms of this universe canonically, which religion is true?
True. Well, I mean, if you were to ask Kane, it'd probably be Christianity.
No, I'm asking the
you.
GM. As the GM, which religion is true in this
You have
universe?
the power to decide what God is.
Yeah. It's like how in South Park the Mormons are right. So
It depends very much so on who. I think it might makes right a lot in religious discussions in this universe.
He's asking what's true in the universe, though. He's not asking what people
you're
think
the god
is
of
true.
this universe 'cause you're the
Yeah,
GM. So which religion is true in
Marxism
this
is the one
universe?
true faith.
in the universe, a lot of the gods duke it out, basically. So
Okay, right. So what does this guy? What does he actually want to discuss? Because I can engage him in a religious discussion if necessary.
Yeah, like, he's
to be
already
tactful
Hang on,
and
hang on.
negotiate. Okay, go on.
I will negotiate tactfully.
Okay.
he has received the reassurances he wanted as that your nationalistic cause. But he's not just nationalist; he's also a fervent Islamist.
Okay.
So he's basically trying to get at whether or not he will be able to stay a fervent Islamist.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to force him to convert or anything, but I don't think it's going to come up too much.
Well, he thinks it's going to come up quite frequently.
Right. Okay.
He basically, like, the way he's speaking is he views Ukraine as a Muslim country, and never mind the fact that the majority of the population isn't. That's a problem for later.
Listen, in this whole campaign, we've never asked somebody what God they believe in before we shot them.
Good point. Yeah, I'll say that.
Great Germany doesn't care about your religion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're basically just telling him that you don't care. They can do whatever they want.
Well, yeah. I mean, we may as well. There's no. Like what I mean, I could explain to them that look, the one true faith is Christianity or whatever it is.
The one true faith is Hitler. Okay.
we can turn on him
We are
later if we need
socialists.
to.
We are socialists.
Fucking
after
clip
all.
it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
As long as you could live alongside your.
Well, yeah, we're entirely materialist, aren't we? We don't believe in God.
The state is God.
Yeah.
So National Socialism definitely did emphasize God, but whether they honestly believed it at the higher echelons or just used it as a tool to influence the masses,
Yeah,
probably the latter.
Wait, does that happen
I
in
would
religion?
suggest it was tactical.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay. So to speed it up, that's your argument. You're basically just trying to convince him that, you don't actually give a shit. He can.
Yeah.
What happens in Ukraine stays in Ukraine.
Oh, it's going to.
Yeah. And that's no bluff.
Yeah.
That's no bluff at all. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. In that case, charisma plus persuasion, or actually composure, I think, plus persuasion, because you're trying to, explain to him in a calm, collected manner.
Am I?
Are you?
Well, no.
I'm calm.
Hmm.
You should be calm too.
Okay, 3 degrees of success. All right. He's a little annoyed that you weren't basically like, yes, brother, we will exterminate the infidels in the name of Allah.
We're Germans. We're not Muslims.
Yeah, but he could have hoped.
Well, he can keep hoping.
But he kind of takes that as a yes. You'll look away if he needs to do a small religious purge in the future. Who knows?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. True, correct.
All right. He seems far more amicable towards this now. He's still on guard, but you seem to have more or less convinced him around to the point where he'd started the conversation here that he wanted an alliance with Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. He's kind of like dirty. He looks conflicted. Like there's a lot of good old-fashioned racial hatred between werewolves and vampires. But at the same time, he values Ukraine a bit more than all of that again. He eventually just kind of shakes his head and gives a heavy sigh. Allah acts in mysterious ways. If it be his will that I must cooperate with leeches, then so be it. You seem to have successfully engaged in a bit of diplomacy.
Excellent.
Hey. We could reassure him just to finish it off. Any hesitation you have left, just wait until you see us in battle. Let's go and kill some communists together, and we'll be right on board. You'll know that we mean business. That's what we do best.
On that note,
There's some new
From
art
the,
in this palace. I'm showing it now.
from the
That was
other
cool, actually.
side of the cage, you hear a loud shout. A woman's voice is shouting something at the top of her lungs.
God, it's Yoko Ono.
Shut up.
Get back in the
We're
kitchen.
trying to talk here. What's she shouting about?
You don't know. It sounds Ukrainian.
Well, then I can't understand that.
I think we
Sounds
should leave it
intermittent.
to the doggo, not our doggo.
It's
their
close.
doggo.
Oh, it's close enough to Russian, isn't it?
Not actually. I had to look this up on fucking Google. Apparently, it isn't.
Okay, I'm going to shout back in Russian, shut up.
I was like, I didn't know. I was like, oh, you're letting a woman speak? Oh, all right.
Not very,
Some Islamist
not
you
very
are.
Islamic of you.
Yeah.
Carlos is
Texted out on that one.
Mohammed would
Carlos has
disapprove.
recommended. Sorry, Carlos has
Oh,
recommended
yeah.
that I read the text caption for his thing. It's quite good. He's got along with the Witcher idea. 2 swords, steel for Untermensch and silver for furries.
All right. The guy turns on you a little bit sharply and says, like, I will deal with this. Don't go anywhere.
Have you got your rod?
Can I
Make sure it's
actually
no
see?
thicker than a man's thumb.
Yeah.
He shouts back, no, that's just a common misconception. Rule
I
of thumb is
know.
actually a tradesman.
I was
English
joking.
common law, Joe Biden.
Can I actually look and
Fucking
see?
Joe
Because I don't have any
Yeah.
penalty at all from darkness. So can I just see what's over there that he's going towards?
Yes, there appears to be 2 youngish looking females. They are shouting loudly at the man, and they too are armed.
What are they armed
They
with?
seem very, very agitated.
Know your place, or you shall have a taste of my shoe.
Well, what are they armed with?
Swords and pistols, it looks like.
Hmm.
You
All
need more
right.
than a shoe.
Are they aiming at us or at
they-
him?
They haven't drawn any weapons yet.
Can I sense to see if they are also werewolves?
You can certainly try.
All right, let me give that a shot real quick.
Given they're already
If not,
agitated, doing something that
that'd be
they're
interesting.
aware is like an invasion of their privacy psychopathically is going to be it's going to might make the situation a bit worse. But at least we'll know how many doggos are in the room.
It's if anything like since the beast has both active and passive elements, so it's kind of always on.
Yeah, but don't they only know you're doing it when you do the active one? Isn't that why it's called active?
Oh no, that one.
I'm gonna re-roll that one. Then I'll go ahead and I guess I get 2 or how many 3 re-rolls per tick?
3.
All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll do that. I'll re-roll the. I'll just re-roll the 1.
Mhm.
Let me just do a 1d10. Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
5 degrees of success.
5 degrees of success. Yep. Let's see. Oh my. Okay. Right. The female closest to you, Rags. Nice one here. She clearly senses.
What one here?
Zoom out, you little monkeys.
I am.
I can't see a map at all.
It's we've got the world map or the world map of the big Silverman.
I
Yep.
can see it.
I don't see a local map.
Well, the
Neither
audience
do I.
can't.
Okay, let me try and.
There you go. Oh no! It went
But
back to the
now
same thing.
you're seeing the briefing map, right?
Yes.
Okay. And now do you see the cave?
No,
No.
still the briefing.
Oh, still briefing.
I can see the cave. Maybe you
I can
guys
try
should log in.
refreshing-
And
Let me reload.
I'll try refreshing roll
Yeah,
20
that's the
there,
thing,
so I
yeah.
can see everything else. I'm going to have to turn off in black screen for a
Give
second.
this a shot.
I have to open up my Jürgen Panzerson character sheet again.
Oh no!
Alright, luckily I don't have to relog, so you guys...
We've had this
Serious?
lovely cave up all the time.
Oh, now I
I
see it.
didn't know.
I didn't know either. It just didn't even show up. I thought this was
Yeah, I see it now
really
too.
narrative, but I see it now.
Right. So you have sonar pinged the closest female.
Story on
She
the left.
seems enraged about this. She starts shouting. Even if you can't understand her words, women have a certain gift to transmit their displeasure.
I know.
Yeah.
And as if that wasn't enough to really make sure you got the point, she turns into a giant, beastly-looking monster.
God, it's that time of the month.
So is she a werewolf?
It would appear as such. If
got
she
there
isn't, then she is
before I
one
got
fucking hairy woman.
Yeah, because I want to make sure Ukrainian women, this isn't just something they do. I just
I'm going to
wanna-
yell trans rights to her.
Yeah.
Transfer it.
How does Islam feel on trans rights? Just so that we're clear for this universe.
What rights?
What rights?
What's a right?
Is that like left?
Some stupid liberal invention that no one's
Yeah.
interested in.
Yeah.
Right.
That'll never catch
Wait a
on.
minute, Arch.
Yeah. No.
Arch.
Yeah.
Are they wearing hijabs?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
They're not.
I'll say.
not.
I'll turn to the werewolf and say, "Control your woman."
Hey,
Yes.
listen. In the dark, everyone's wearing a hijab.
That's literally what the police of Vice and Virtue did to my mate's dad when they went over to Saudi Arabia. His mum wasn't wearing a hijab or whatever, and the police of Vice and Virtue literally came up right in his face, finger up to his nose, saying, "Control your woman." I was like, "Holy shit!"
I
You're pleasant.
don't think I would encourage anyone, especially a female, to go to Saudi Arabia.
Well, no.
That's it. End of sentence.
Mm.
Or like Dubai or
Yep.
anywhere in Arabia, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be drawn in by the fact that they're oil rich and they like tourists. It's not worth it.
All right. So the room starts getting very loud very quickly. A lot of loud yapping, kind of like the sound of rags, except more intimidating.
Literally not possible. However,
Wait,
I
Rex,
will.
You should also shapeshift.
I don't know if that'll.
Yeah.
Join the pack them.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure which way
yeah.
that'll go, really.
Yeah,
Just
I'm not
talk
sure.
in wolf to them.
That could either help or it could hurt.
They're probably just going to say faker or something. Like,
Perhaps we should.
they wouldn't consider you to be a real doggo, which I'm sure offends you greatly, but still.
Yeah, well, yeah, the things you put up with for Germany. Maybe we should ask the gentleman here, whose name we haven't asked yet, the partisan leader. Maybe we should ask him what their problems are and if we can assuage their concerns.
Maybe we should
Or
let
if
him
we
deal
can-
with his women. I mean, like, we haven't seen him get his rod out yet, but I'm sure he will.
Okay. Well,
What's he doing?
the shouting and the screaming continues. He's shouting back at them, pointing for them to go back into the cave where the kitchen probably is.
No speako spicko. Should we just leave? Should we just wander out the cave?
No speako spelunko.
But things are escalating quite badly as the second one transforms as well. And the man draws his sword and looks back at you and shouts in German, "Run."
Fantastic. Okay.
Sounds just
Toodaloo.
like a fucking turd.
We could try shouting for a free Ukraine and see if it gives us a moment extra. But I mean, I'm willing to believe that he knows his property better than we do, so we should probably take his advice. Fly, you fools! Exactly.
Okay. I mean, I guess we'll move.
Yeah, I guess we're scooting.
All right.
Wait outside the cave.
As we're running, I'm gonna say to Sargon, you know what? I really should get around to writing a paragraph on women.
Yeah. What, the 12 rules for Reich?
I mean, I've heard
12
some women are
rules for-
bitches, but jeez.
the 12 rules for coexisting with a member of a different species, and I'm not talking about vampires and werewolves. We run all the way to Berlin, apparently.
I find that I need to find another background that isn't Berlin at some point.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll assume that we're not
All
in
right.
Berlin.
The shouting
Berlin.
grows loud behind you. You hear roaring and the sound of a sword thwacking into flesh and rending
God.
noises.
I feel like we
those
probably
roles
should
now.
have stayed there and supported him.
Chat has got it. It was on the tip of my tongue. 12 rules for wife. Perfect. Thank you, chat. I should unironically write that in real life.
12 rules for wife. 1, kitchen. 2, stay.
That's it. The other 10 are duplicates.
Just repeats of that.
Yep. Louder and louder every time.
Right. Well, you flee out the cave. The sound eventually starts receding behind you until once you are at the mouth of the cave near your armored car, you can no longer hear any noises from inside.
Look, I'm not taking the blame for that shit. That was not our fault. Okay,
Where
so
did these two
Emil,
women come from?
we met the guy. Everything was going well. Then women. Yeah, I understand, man. I totally understand. Yeah, okay, we'll get you. We'll get you someone new.
Like two words, Emil, right? Werewolf matriarchy, all right?
Yeah, you may think multiple wives is a blessing, but have you ever tried having one?
Once a month, they go fucking mental, all right?
Yeah, and the more you have, the more often that once a month comes around.
No, they synchronize. It's even worse.
Yeah, well, okay, fantastic. So either it's all the time or it's intensified once.
You
I
want to
just
spread
feel
it
sorry
out,
for
or
the,
just want it to be
for the werewolf now.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually
As a
voting
Nazi
the side now.
vampire, I'm totally on the side of the Ukrainian werewolf.
Well, look, I might be like a German Nazi vampire and all these identities, but I'm also a man, and he is a fellow
Yeah.
man who's
Grows
getting
before
chewed out
holes.
by his missus.
Yeah, I think we found the identity that kind of comes first in pretty much every
Yeah.
situation that's unspoken otherwise.
At least in male-female interactions.
Sorry, Dev.
Yeah,
I'm sure the
you
rest of the party's enjoying our
Yeah, Dev,
our
how come
rant.
you didn't appeal to your fellow members of the fairer sex?
Oh yeah, we have one, don't we?
I had a feeling we were going to be killed nonetheless, so that wasn't going to be a... That was definitely not a man-woman divide. That was a vampire-werewolf divide.
Oh, okay. I'll
Well,
take your woman's instincts on that.
Mm.
Yeah, but Deb, you could have been diplomatic and been like, look, we're all Wammonses here.
And then died,
patriarchy holds us all down.
Yeah.
and then we would have died. So this is good.
Died. Do you not trust in Sargon's fighting abilities?
Against 3 werewolves? No. No. I know exactly how strong werewolves are in this game, Arch. No.
we should acquire some silver.
Mm.
Well, that is damn unfortunate. Well,
Like, maybe the 5 of us might be able to take on 1 werewolf, but not 3.
Especially not when they're enraged women.
so is it the werewolf part that scares you the most, or the women part?
Well,
Oh, definitely
one
the
of some
werewolf.
of its components, isn't it? Take
I
the
think-
irrationality of women and then give them werewolf strength, and you've got problems, you know.
Exactly what I was going to say. The qualities contribute to each other. They complement each other perfectly. It's like when Antifa joins up with Islamism.
Agreed.
So we're outside the cave, and there's no sound.
No, there's no sound yet.
I think we should just wait. He can
Now
handle
we
it.
just
Can I keep a
I'm sure you can.
can I keep
Now
a
I'm just gonna wait and see
awareness
what
to listen
genitals
for
walk out.
footsteps?
Yeah, I guess.
Guess get our guns ready, sit on the tank, wait for
Yeah.
anything to come out, and if it's not him, we'll shoot it.
The tank.
Look, yeah, I mean, werewolf or no werewolf, I don't think they're walking away too easily from a tank shell.
Yeah.
The
Well, no,
tank.
we haven't got a tank.
We
We've
don't
got
have a
car.
tank. We have a car.
What fucking
Yeah, but the car's
Do
got
we have a
big
mounted
guns
weapon
on
on
it.
it at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it has a mounted weapon.
Good, fantastic. That'll help somewhat.
So I'll just point out the direction of the cave and like sit there waiting.
I tell you what, let's orient the car so that we're ready to drive away, and I'll get in the driving seat with the highest drive level.
Okay. I'll man the gun because I can actually use it.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Can I stay close to the entrance to listen to see if
You
there's?
can.
Dev, the moment we hear anyone coming who isn't obviously the man, we're going to start driving.
Yes. However, I'm going to hear it before you will, because I'm right there. I'm like listening intently down the cave.
Sound
Right.
does move quite quickly,
What's your
Dev.
awareness?
My awareness, it's reasonably
Yeah.
high.
Oh, that's true. Rags
Would
could
I have-
catch up with us, couldn't he?
Would I have to roll again, Arch?
Yeah, roll awareness. Awareness wits, probably in this case.
All right, I'm going to add my Auspex to it.
Hmm?
Awareness, wits, Auspex.
Yeah, I'm already really confident in this partisan uprising here. They're doing really well.
I
so
think I'm
far.
going to give you some. Going to give you some help there, Dev.
Just yell back into the cave. Use your Islam.
Oof. Those reds though.
Roll a cult.
That is a lot of red, yeah.
It's a lot of green.
There's a lot of green. It is more
Good
green
mix.
than red. Right. Rags, you can make out the sound
Oh, I can make out.
of
That's what we're here for, Rags.
claws.
Can I discern how many?
Yes, you can. It sounds like 4 sets. So you've got probably up to 4 four-legged creatures coming in your direction.
Well, I assume I can. I assume I can hear them from a fair distance away with a good enough roll. So I'm just going to grab Dev and his tiny little body and yank him to follow me as we run towards the armored car.
Can I roll my ball bearings down the steps of the cave?
Your ball bearings.
Yeah, it's in my carried items.
It will take more time for you to get them and roll them than it will for them to stand
I can
back
But
up.
consider
Roll
this,
them
Rags.
down,
It would be
and then they'll
really
all fall
funny to
over.
see a werewolf like slip over on ball bearings, especially an enraged female one.
Yes, and also it'll buy us some time.
Will it though? Will it though?
They'll
There's
probably
some,
slip around and fall, and they'll roll back down to the bottom of the cave again. It'll be hilarious.
It might actually work. Like werewolves aren't immune to physics. There's some new art, by the way. I think it's either the first time this artist has done anything, or it's not an artist that we get a lot of. But it's like an anime style highest officer. You're labeled, Dev. And then the guy in the mask, he's just like, oh shit.
No, that's Lemon Lupin. He's done a lot of stuff for this.
Okay.
People think that women look really pregnant after 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, it is a vampire, and Arch decrees that she does.
Mm-hmm. So, Arch, do I have time to roll them down?
Depends. How much do you like your life?
I am really, really.
How much do you
Think
like
we
your
should go.
your 1 hit point, Deb? How much do you enjoy having that
He
1
does
hit
have a
point?
point about that, yeah.
Dev, we need to go.
Yeah.
We need to leave, Dev.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. You pile into the flying mouse wagon, and I assume you fucking rocket it away as quickly as possible.
Well, how fast can werewolves go, really?
Probably quite fast. Given that Rags has informed us, I take it, that he could hear like actual werewolf combat down there. Yeah, I think maybe we should run away.
Okay.
I like fighting socialists, but fighting something that's like evolved to kill us, not so much.
Are werewolves and vampires often do they hang out or anything?
Well, I keep being told by chat and by Dev and by other people who know things about this that werewolves are very, very dangerous to vampires. So I'm taking their word for it, and I would rather not die, especially with a pregnant woman with us who has 1 hit point.
I mean, I wouldn't want to die either way. Yeah.
As you speed away down the suspiciously narrow dirt road, as if someone couldn't be bothered to add in curves and shit,
As if.
You hear loud howling coming from behind you, and as you peer behind you, you can see 3 abnormally large wolves and one most definitively abnormal wolf rushing after you.
Oh, fantastic.
They are
Anything between their
actually
legs?
keeping up
God,
with
does
your
anyone speak
car.
Wait, they're catching up?
Yes, they're catching up.
Anything
Okay,
between their
now-
legs? Because I want to know if it's the guy running after us to say, no, wait, we sorted it out. But I
Is he
think it
wearing a
probably
fez?
That's a good question. I'm going to assume that they're not, and drive faster. Sargon, would you be so kind as to send them a quick lead message?
Yeah. Can I fire the gun at them?
You absolutely can. So,
Yeah. Shall.
Like,
we'll do movement first, and then you can engage. The rest of you can also fire out of the compartments if you wish.
do we need to
those
just
of you
fire
who
off?
have ranged weapons may fire them.
Okay.
Yeah, so do we need to like try and dissuade them from following us further, or are we shooting to like actually hurt them?
Well, I'm shooting to actually
Shoot.
hurt them.
At this point, we're shooting to save our lives. Anyone have a grenade?
Yeah.
All right,
We have
Elizabeth,
anti-personnel mines.
We do
That's
have
a brilliant
personnel
point.
lines.
It's a brilliant point.
Roll drive plus dexterity, please.
Okay, I've got three dice on this. Let's hope it goes well. I'm taking it that there's no bonus.
No.
Can I re-roll those 2? I'll use a willpower. I think now's the time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, willpower re-roll. 3 dice. Oh, that's... Okay, 9, 7, 8. That's 3 degrees of success. So, yeah, I'll take those. 3 degrees of success. That's good.
All right. The little mouse wagon speeds forward about 30 meters.
Good.
Fire everything!
Okay. What am I rolling to fire the gun on the top? By the way, Arch.
The werewolves rush after you, and they are gaining. Okay, to operate their heavy weapon, this is a very heavy weapon, so that is composure plus firearms.
My
Excellent.
best roll.
That's actually pretty good for me.
Okay, good.
I'll re-roll the 3 fails with a point of willpower.
All right.
I think now is the time to be doing that, yes.
I'll do.
Okay, which one of the wolves are you shooting at? I should ask you that first, actually.
One of the ones that looks female.
Okay, the female one, right?
I don't have any animus against females, but because I think the other one might be the man, and he's probably on our side.
No fucking animus, my ass.
I think it could be argued that we've demonstrated.
I'm
some
married.
animus
I'm allowed
against
to have
females.
animus against women, okay? When you get married, you'll have an animus against women too.
All right, so that's 4 degrees of success. Okay.
Why not even take marriage, so?
Right. The female, presumably looking werewolf, is running after you on all 4, pelting down the mud road. You slew the 20mm autocannon turret around, and you just start opening up like boom, 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 boom. You stitch the tracer round towards her as she tries to dodge. She manages to avoid a lot of it, but you catch her with at least one 20mm shell detonating right in her chest.
Get wrecked!
Nice.
She
I tell you what, I'm
stumbles
loving
back
that sound of that gun right now.
several paces, but she is not dead. In fact,
So
she
I'm gonna
looks...
keep
yes.
firing.
Right, the rest of you, what do you want to do?
Can I recommend the mines?
Yeah. So can I hang out the back and toss my anti-tank mine onto the ground?
All right, hold on, actually, just give me a sec. I'm going to set up just a quick turn order. So these, you will be not here, but I need your tokens on the board to add the turn order. So
Right.
Can't believe they're falling for our trap and they're chasing the truck while we're hiding here in the bushes.
all right, I'll call that the rough turn order. Very much. Can I move these off the map? I can't. Okay, well, you're just going to have to be there then. Fuck you. Right. Kyle.
Yeah.
It is your turn. What manner of action would you like to take?
Okay, so we have
Take your hat off.
minds. Yes.
You're frizzing again. Reconnect.
Fuck. Scored. How about now? All better?
Yeah, that's better.
Better.
That's strange.
Fuck,
If you
kill
get,
me.
if you get a
It's
second, you
because
could try doing a Control R on Discord. That'll reload it completely.
Oh, let's give it a shot.
I didn't mean now. No, you can do things now. I said if you get time.
Oh, he had time.
Okay.
Okay, Kyle. What do you wish to do?
Okay, so the gun's already manned, correct? And this is that
Mhm.
little fucking camp wagon thing, the little fucking four-wheeler.
It's not that.
The
little.
mousemobile.
Yeah.
A little.
I mean, it's kind of tiny.
It's really not though.
Sonderkraftfahrzeug 222.
Yeah,
It's the little
Yeah, it's a
armored
big
car.
word, therefore.
No, it's not. Now,
The flying Nazi mousemobile.
it's not
okay?
flying, it's on the ground.
No, it's named after a flying
The
mouse.
way we drive it, it's flying.
Yeah.
all right. So we got, did you say we had mines to use on this thing?
I have two anti-personnel mines.
I have one anti-tank mine.
Quick, Kyle, jump out and negotiate with them.
This is going to go so well.
Jab anti-tank mine as well.
Do we have any equipment? Like, what's inside this vehicle, Arch?
Nothing more than what you have brought with you.
Right. So, what do I have, Mr. Arch? Mr.
A beating
Tired to help
stick
me
of some
finish making the
sort.
character.
I assume you brought a gun.
Yeah, surely you
hope
made
so.
a character or something, right?
We made this
right,
character.
so-
We have a Luger.
Your
I don't have stats though.
you're pretty heavily focused on melee.
Punchies.
Oh,
But I do have a Luger though.
You,
wow.
you went for the joke
A
pugilism
whole-
character, did you?
A whole Luger. Okay.
You do have a Luger. You may fire the Luger if you
Well,
wish.
if they get close enough, I'll like slap them. I don't know.
I'm sure that you'll do very well in melee against a werewolf.
Yeah, no, I
That's
won't.
the perfect range.
I mean, they're within range of the Luger. You could pop them with that.
May as
Well,
well.
it's the only thing I got, so I might.
Can you take my anti? Could you take my anti personnel mines?
He could probably heft it a fair distance because he has retard strength.
Because he doesn't have to. Because he doesn't have to throw it at them. He could just basically lay them and wait for them to approach.
Better
Like,
not
he
to
just
throw, actually. because we
Laying
need to
them from
see
a
it.
speeding car will prove
it's more
difficult.
like-
Hang on. Do
Gently
mines fire upwards, right?
Wait.
They don't fire
if
downwards.
these mines hit- Oh, go ahead.
So if the werewolf jumps at you, put the mine in its face, and then it explodes backwards out the
what
front.
happens
So
to my
that-
hand?
that's that. Well,
Your hand. Never fucking mind.
I stitch the anti-personnel mines to my vest. As long as they explode outwards, I'm untouchable.
what I mean is throw it like a custard pie, right?
Like a frisbee, right? Just
no, like a custard pie. So
Like
it
the
splats them in
forbidden
the face
tuna.
and then explodes.
That's a pretty hardcore custard pie.
What does it take to
Max
throw
level
in
clown
this
school.
game? Like, I'd imagine strength, but like aiming and throwing something, Arch.
Yeah,
we still
if
have-
you want to fucking toss something, that would be strength plus composure.
Strength plus
Nice one,
composure.
Rags.
Okay.
Rax has
All right.
found
Do you
this
want me
picture.
to have one of your anti-personnel mines there, Regs?
Absolutely, take them.
Okay, I'll take one because I don't trust
Yeah,
myself.
I just take him right out of my harness and I give him right to him.
Yes,
Okay.
he's wearing a dog's harness.
A
It's
dog.
a human's
Is that
harness
what the
because
fan
I'm
art
wearing
was,
it.
Regs?
No, it's a harness for a person.
It looks very BDSM-y. No, it really does.
It's load bearing gear. This is the military.
All this
There's no shame in it, Rags,
rationalization.
don't worry.
It's
Just
like
can't help
a
yourself,
German
Rax.
Smersh vest.
Whatever you do in the barracks is none of my business. All right.
The ball gag is actually some form of Adam's apple protection.
Yes, of course.
Very effective.
All right. Okay, so strength roll plus fuck. What was it? Composure?
Never mind. That's two of those fucking retard things right now. I looked this up. Strength plus what the fuck was it? There's a throwing skill, is there?
Let's take a look. Let me see if I can look.
Athletics might be the
Throwing.
closest.
I think athletics would probably be
So-
the closest.
So we just roll. You roll athletics, right?
So Athletics. So you click on the dice next to it, and then you select your trait, your main stat. In this case, composure.
Thrown weapons.
Yep, that's right. Excuse me.
Wait, what?
It says a character throwing a weapon at a target tests dexterity plus athletics.
So dexterity plus athletics. Gotcha.
But this isn't like designed as a throwing weapon.
No,
It's
I
just a
say
heavy
this
weapon.
is strength because you're just fucking hurling.
I mean, strength is better for me stat wise if we're gonna be meta.
There's no subtlety. Like this isn't an arrow or a spear or anything. It's just
Face
Just
plant
don't
this
fail so
fucking
hard that
thing.
it lands in the car.
All right,
That'd
I'm
be
not
good, yeah.
gonna fucking try.
which
be aware
wolf
you
are you
can
firing
reroll.
it at?
You can reroll some of these dice.
The closest target, which would be, where's the little thing in this game? It's been so long since we played.
Probably
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah, all right.
Actually, have a silver dagger. Are werewolves vulnerable to silver?
They
Yeah, let's
are.
throw that next.
Excellent. Right.
Do you have a silver dagger, Simon?
I do happen to have a silver
Oh,
dagger. Yeah.
fantastic. Well, if they get
Oh,
close
wow.
to us,
Now, is
then
that
you
a
get a
bat or
chance
is
to
that-
kill them before they rip your throat out.
Yes.
Right. So, on your character sheet, Kyle, you will see willpower points.
Yeah.
If you wish to, you can at any time re-roll 3 dice in a test, up to 3 dice in a test.
Per willpower point.
Right.
And I recommend
Yes.
it.
Per
So you
willpower
can
point.
recommend it.
So in this case, you could say, I want to re-roll the 2 1s and the 2 because those are the failures.
All
And
right.
6 is
So
a
the
success.
2 ones. So we roll 3, right?
Yes, so you can re-roll up to 3 dice.
So if you
Okay.
on the
Just
character sheet
do
you
a
find your
3d10.
willpower, there's
Yep,
a
I
button
got
next
it.
to willpower reroll.
Gotcha. So that's
Usually.
right.
Yes or no?
We all have silver daggers.
I've just been told that by chat. Yeah, but I
The
mean,
part of
I
the
do
uniform.
have mine in my carried items list. What are you talking about? Of course it's there.
Yeah, haven't y'all had silver daggers this whole time? I have.
Well, congratulations, Kyle. You managed to roll 4 1s. This is
Jesus.
good for you.
Can I use another willpower?
Might need to use 2 to override all those 1s.
Never mind, Arch. I'm starting to see what you mean about this Carl, man.
Yes. Okay. So you can't re-roll the. Well, you can re-roll the re-roll. I mean, you can, but it's dumb, isn't it?
Can we, or yes or no?
I think at a time like
Have
this,
I
you
allowed
probably
that
should.
before?
How much did you have
Yeah,
in total?
I've done it. Last
I
session,
feel like
did
I'm
it
allowed
3
to
times.
before.
So if Dev's done it, therefore Kibbs can do it. Yeah.
How much willpower do you have in total?
5, right?
Well,
yes.
I mean, if at any time it's worth it, now is that time.
All right. Make sure also when you've expended a point, just click on the green once so you get that slash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then do it
You
again.
should know that this is the most danger we've been in so far, I think.
Yeah, another 1. Good job, Kyle.
Nice.
All right, sorry guys, I'm going to kill you all. I didn't mean to.
Now you can get rid of both of the 1s in the original roll, and then use that 8 from the previous reroll to get rid of that 2. So that's actually
That's not how it works, Uzaloo.
why not?
He
Why don't you use
said
like-
he was going to keep the 8, then yes, but he didn't. He re-rolled all 3 because he's a dum-dum.
Maybe
Well, I'm
throwing
sorry
mine
for
wasn't
not being
such a
a dumb.
Reroll again.
All right.
Reroll again.
No, you can get rid of those fails. You can get rid of those 2 fails.
That,
and make one of
that's
them into
not
a
bad though.
success.
That is just 1 fail. Remember, it's not a hunger fail.
You
Like,
don't
are we
have to
going to
use that
die, or
1.
what's going to happen?
No, it's fine.
You can put the 7 over the 1 and the 3 over the 1. That gives you 1 more degree of success and 1 less fail. So you're okay.
Only.
Yeah, and you still have that 10 that you kept from
Yeah.
the first row.
Well,
So
that's actually a decent roll now.
4, 5, 6, 7 minus 1. So that's 6 degrees of success. Yeah.
Which is very good.
Yes. You haul your big fat body up into the cupola, trying not to knock Sargon out as you try to hurl this thing at the werewolves.
Did you arm it?
And you just send the fucking thing flying. Like there's a whistling sound as this thing leaves your arm.
This is going to be
Nice.
good.
There is literally just a whoosh, like a fucking launch from a rocket launcher, practically. It's a good throw. The werewolf, possessed by some deep down canine instinct, perhaps, jumps up and catches it in his mouth. Detonation pin first.
Wow.
Did we
Nice.
arm the mine?
I
by
knew
any
we
chance?
should have bought those mines.
I'll give him my mine. So here you go.
Just
Well, he's got both
I'm
of
a
mine
gun.
too.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
How many
Very good
mines
one.
do you fuckers have? Jesus.
I have,
Two.
have them.
This is a
But don't
war.
question it. We definitely need them.
What, you guys brought even more bullets?
Jesus.
You should see how many men we've got back at the base.
Yeah. Not sure they'd be much use now.
Disappears in a loud boom. Shortly thereafter, small bits of dog is raining down on your car.
I think this might have ruined the diplomacy that the roles that I did earlier. Look, yes, we are nationalistic. We're not vampires first, but we did blow up your wife.
No, don't take that. No, it's not like that, Zulu. They're the ones who started chasing us.
Yeah, they started it.
Yeah, they did start it.
We're not chasing them.
Yeah, so what are you going to...
I don't disagree, but I'm not sure that the Ukrainian werewolf is going to be able to see past this somehow. Then again, he probably has loads of
going to be like
so maybe
feminists running up to you yelling, "Get away from me."
No way. He's going to be like, "Oh, thank God you took care of those
as well."
Oh my God.
He's going to thank us. We're doing him a favor.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, find some new ones, mate. These ones weren't good enough.
He's in the back going, "Oh no!"
Who's the next turn?
Rags next.
All right, I have celerity, so that will allow me to basically hoist up the Solothurn anti-tank rifle.
Oh yes,
and that will as a free action, basically.
I wasn't sure if you still had that.
The Solothurn needs bracing. I don't know if you can brace it in a moving vehicle.
You don't think so? I can't lean the barrel out the. You don't think so?
The Solothurn is fucking massive. Like it's the size of the fucking 2-centimeter cannon.
Just roll to not break your shoulder.
Yeah, let me take a look. Because if I can just get one shot off, that might be enough.
Hey, Regs.
Yes.
What is your strength in dog form?
My strength in dog form is my strength in human form is a 4.
Okay, so just shapeshift and fire the gun.
So while I would get a strength bonus for shape-shifting into a wolf, the dexterity penalties for the lack of opposable thumbs would probably play into effect more so.
Here, I will pull the trigger. You just hold it.
Not a terrible idea.
Okay, well, can he take a turn to put the gun in place or what?
Well, I can ready. I think it's more. It's not like an action economy thing at this point. I think it's a logistics potential issue.
Yeah.
If you told Sargon to basically spin the turret around so the 2-centimeter would be facing towards the front, then you could probably fire it, but it would eat up like Sargon's next turn as well because you'd have to turn it around and so on.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not confident enough in my ability to hit.
I'm not sure the sort of thing would be any more effective than the 20mm either.
If it's a very heavy weapon, I could operate it.
Yeah, if you want to actually... Yeah, what's your heavy weapons?
1, but I've got 4 in regular firing, so I'm fairly good.
Oh yeah, that'll be better than me.
Yeah, I think so.
Shit, I should buff mine. I've only got 3. I'm just
3 in firearms. Sorry, I've got 3 in firearms. But that's still pretty good. I mean, yeah.
I would like to point out that the Solothurn is a 20mm. That fires 1 round at a time. The thing Sargon is currently operating is also a 20mm, firing automatically.
Yeah, but does the Solothurn shoot like special anti-tank, like armor-piercing, high-explosive rounds or anything?
It does fire armor-piercing rounds.
All right, because I figured they both might be 20mm, but the Solothurn fires like specialty rounds.
Chat has just recommended that we fire it straight through our own car, missing the point that we would still need to see the target, even if we didn't mind a big hole in our car.
Well, I mean, if you've got enough concentration, then surely you could just willpower. Then surely you could just keep re-rolling until you get really good rolls.
I suppose, yes.
I think no matter how good your rolls are, if you fire blind, you might not hit anything.
You might hit.
Well, Dev's turn is after mine. Would we be able to combine our turns to operate this rifle together?
It isn't the problem. Isn't operating it. It's finding somewhere to put it. Essentially,
isn't it like a door at the back or something you can open?
Open the trunk up.
Yeah.
There are small armored like escape hatches, basically. But again, bracing the Solothurn back there is going to be. I don't think you can do it.
All right, then. I got an idea. I got an idea then. All right. Since I won't be able to brace the Solothurn, right? I have a question. Can the Solothurn rounds be loaded into our 20mm machine gun?
I think the bore is a little bit wonky.
Are you sure?
I would have to look it up, but the solar therm was 20.5. I believe this is flat 20 mils.
We might be taking it a little far now.
Yeah,
You can just throw mine,
sure?
Regs, if you like. You can just throw mine if you like, Regs.
I could, but I think it'd be
Toss
because
the
if I
soliton at them.
because I was hoping that I could use use celerity to basically load the machine gun with the Solarthern rounds, because this is a rather important time for it, I think, and then have Sargon essentially use those against the wolves.
We did.
We have a
plan, yes.
Yeah, we do have like 4 mines and grenade bundles. I think we're fine.
Yeah, use
I-
those.
So if we can't do that, then I will. Yeah,
Well,
So-
we discovered something else that deals with werewolves. You can use silver or high explosives.
there you go. A lot of things
we've
are
got
weak to
lots of
that.
high
They don't even
explosives.
mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say humans are weak to high explosives, but it just turns out. So with celerity, can I ready multiple mines to toss? Or can I only toss one if I could ready 2 of them?
You could probably only toss one.
Starts
Okay.
raining mines.
Yeah. All right, I'll take one of my Danzy personnel mines and I will give it a toss. And the roll for that was strength, right?
Yep, strength and composure.
Strength and
Or
composure.
strength and dexterity, excuse me. No, fuck. Athletics. Jesus.
That is excellent. That'll be a athletics plus strength.
Which dog are you tossing it at?
just
The
think
one
that-
to the right.
The
Okay.
one's not
Your
wearing a
dog, Rex.
fez.
Huh?
Where's your dog?
He's in the
Rex?
car with us.
Okay.
Probably wondering what the fuck's going on.
So many dogs here. I'm surprised you're not happier.
Oh,
what are
that's
you
the
tossing?
thing. Most of them are trying to kill
Personnel
me.
mind or
Ooh, nice.
okay?
I'm gonna
You could,
I'm gonna re-roll the
yeah.
1 just to be sure for this circumstance.
Oh, re-roll the 3 as well. Fuck it.
Yeah, let's do the 1 and the 3. Let's
Go
give
for
it a
a
shot.
flush.
Mhm.
Do.
Nice. It's another 2 of success.
Yeah, boy.
And 1 less fail.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. 10 degrees of success.
Oh boy.
I doubt the dog is going to be dodging this, but I mean, I'll give him a chance. Yeah, no. Right.
Custard pie mine to the face.
Yes.
Sludge.
Because just let you,
You
know,
failed
I am
clown school.
because if this is actually something I need to remember. If throwing mines is a strength plus athletics, I have a 4 in each of those. So
Nice.
I'm gonna remember
Give me a
that.
sack of mines.
Yeah, just give me a sack of mines. It's we're gonna do the World War I grenadier strategy. Just bags of grenades.
Now, a human might react differently to being tossed a Sprengminen since the detonator is at the top. These things are a little bit dumber, so I wouldn't reckon with quite the same effect as humans, just saying.
But think how many of the standard German stick mines you could carry, Rags. You could literally
you
just
could get
replace all your
hand
guns with
grenades.
that. It'd be very effective. A bit dangerous to us, possibly, but as long as you're careful.
I'll be fine.
I'll just double the cost of all of the mines and add in hand grenades instead for 5 points.
Seems punitive,
Wow.
but okay.
Seems reasonable to me. Right. Dev,
Hello.
would you like to exit the car?
Well, you said there's that hatch in the back, right?
No, don't exit the car, Dev.
I'm not going to exit
Don't
the car.
listen to him.
The
You said there's a hatch in the
1
back,
HP
right?
lolly is
There's a
going
hatch in the
to
back,
leave the
yes.
car.
Okay.
Accept
And-
the sacrifice.
Now, at the start of the campaign, we were given the grenade bundles. What's the deal with those again?
A bundle of hand grenades. It's a steel handgranaten with 8 additional hand grenades wrapped around it.
Just
Okay.
my favorite. A cluster mine to take care of a dog. Perfect.
So,
Handgranaten Bundeswehr.
When we explain this
Can
to
I-
Emil, if we explain it properly, he's going to totally understand. Jesus Christ, you killed how many dogs?
can I undo the bundle a bit so that they'll spread out and be like a bunch of grenades bouncing everywhere?
Not unless you want to risk having them bound somewhere you don't want them to bounce.
Yeah, just Just aim it at a target.
Yeah, because they're all like, I believe they're all going to be clustered around, like you have the stick that you hold to throw it, and they're all kind of clustered around the top.
Yeah, I think they're going to fly out in all directions anyway. Grenades aren't primarily powerful, as far as I know, because of the explosion. It's the shrapnel that does the damage. Well, maybe I'm wrong about the old style grenades, actually, but modern grenades, I think that's true.
The thing is, I can't throw it like you guys because I have 0 in athletics and 1 in strength.
Just don't even try. Don't even try. Quickly.
So that's what I'll do is I'll hang out that back hatch and I'll drop my I'll arm and drop my grenade bundle.
Okay.
And see if they'll run into it. What's the roll?
Strength and dexterity.
Strength and dexterity?
Oh god! If you fail this roll, that's the end of the campaign.
Do you have to roll for just dropping an item?
Yeah.
Isn't it a skill?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he fucks it up.
I'm actually looking right now.
All right, strength and dexterity. All right.
Are you sure about this? How much willpower do you have?
Yeah, because I
have strength and dexterity. Here we go.
Oh, you had no dice to roll in the first place.
I'm actually
I had hunger.
Plenty of hunger dice.
That means
Plenty
you can't
of hunger
possibly
dice.
succeed.
Do you have to roll? Are you sure you have to even roll for a drop?
Can I use my 1 willpower that I have to re-roll the 2 and 4?
Yes, of course you can.
Okay, so that'll be 2d10.
Wait, but you can't get any successes. All you can do is be less hungry about it. You can bestially do nothing.
No, yeah, they still count as successes if they're hungry.
Failed or critically succeeded, which would have been more fun.
No, a hunger success is still a success, Usla. It still counts as winning.
Okay.
Yes.
I will go
Just
on with
doing
that.
the bestial manner.
So we've gone from impossible to possible.
Yes,
Right.
now I have 2 degrees of success.
So you toss the hand grenade out back the car.
Yeah.
Let's see. Doggo.
Where do they bounce to?
In fact, this is probably a bigger explosion onto the dog following after sees this thing bouncing across the ground towards it, and having learned the lesson from the previous 2,
Finally learning.
stop its wild dash in front of the grenade and manages to keep himself out of the blast zone.
Right, well, I mean, you didn't kill us, so that's good.
Speaking of killing
My
you,
turn to shoot again, by the way.
no, it's Uzlu's turn to drive.
Oh,
God.
It's a straight line.
Drive upon the roll upon which everything else is founded. And I only have 2.
Well, to
What
be
was the
fair,
roll
it's just
again?
a straight line,
Arch,
so
was
you
it
could manage it.
drive and what?
Dexterity drive.
All right, well, again, I only have 3 dice here.
Some more points into dexterity or drive. Do it now.
I mean, yeah, but they're not what my character does. I'm only doing drive because no one else can.
It's what your character
They are
does
right
now.
Yeah, apparently. I'm going to have to multi-spec because no one else can drive.
yes. Needs must.
Yes.
that
Needs
wasn't
must
too bad,
when the
actually.
devil drives.
Oh, there you go. That was okay.
I can drive if you like.
I mean, 3
Yes,
successes
probably
to
would have
drive
been
down a
wise,
straight
actually,
road
looking
should
back
be
on
all
it.
right.
He only has a 1 in drive, and every time he's tried rolling it, he's failed.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, god damn it, Dev.
I failed every drive roll I've rolled in the entire
Why do you
campaign.
have the worst character in the campaign?
Keep in mind that every single time we've had to talk our way out of a situation, I've done it.
Except this time, when,
Yeah.
granted, until the women stepped in, I was doing brilliantly.
Right. You're keeping up a good speed. The werewolf is gaining on you still, but you're keeping well ahead of her.
Yeah, well,
Hold on a
it'll be their
second.
loss.
Shouldn't the werewolf that stopped to avoid my explosion be a bit further behind?
Yeah,
I
Because they
agree.
didn't have to stop and reroute.
because he had to stop.
That's too much fucking bother.
Oh, but you can't load the 20.5.
Okay, well, I'm
millimeter.
I'm shooting this fucking thing.
Okay, which fucking thing?
Or whatever the nearest wolf is.
Okay.
Maybe the one that's off balance from having to redirect itself.
How many degrees of success is that?
2.
Okay,
Can we tell?
You did get a 1.
Can we tell which of these remaining werewolves is our confidant and which are his disobedient property?
None of them anymore.
There we go. That'll do.
Nice.
Right. Yep. That is 3, 7. Okay. Yep. The dog will roll defense. Can the dog do defense? The dog isn't really good at this.
It's a good roll.
They have decent agility, but Jesus.
Be nice if we wiped out all the belligerents and we were just left with the guy who was already on our side.
Right, yep. You crank the 20mm turret around from the pointing towards the werewolf and pointing towards the dog, who's feeling full of himself, having avoided Dev's bundle of grenade. You wipe the smile off its little canine face, however, as you plaster multiple 20mm rounds inside of it. And unlike the big werewolf, this one does not have some natural magic bullshitty defenses.
Good.
They punch into its chest and rupture it from inside, blasting it open, leaving a steaming carcass on the side of the road.
We wouldn't really
Jesus.
see because we're zipping off, but yeah.
Everything
I'm
went better than
watching.
expected. We've done a proper gender purge here.
So I do have a question for the vampires. What happens if we drink the blood of a werewolf?
Ooh.
It's
Let's find
really
out.
tasty.
Does it give us any? Does it imbue us with any powers, or
Give
Yes.
us
does
some
it?
bonuses.
Okay. Good.
I'm going to look this up.
What are the side effects?
All right, bro. Join in the middle. What?
Yeah, Dev rules lawyer.
No, I'm actually going to post this artwork. This is pretty good. Put that up, Weasley.
I'll show it. Yeah.
Kyle, it's your turn.
Alrighty, time to
Are we
lob
s-
another fucking lane mine.
Given that we've got the biggest one left, are we assuming that that's the guy that we were fairly friendly with, who didn't want us to die? Shall we continue fighting
Well,
him?
He is chasing.
We just
us,
killed
so
3 of his guys.
that's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
his problem.
I know, and I agree that this is a somewhat tenuous situation in which perhaps diplomacy is not very welcome. But we
I
were
understand
sent
what
here
you mean,
to do
though.
diplomacy with him, and we did get
Yep.
somewhere with it.
It
we
does
will.
not look to be the male werewolf. You haven't seen him transformed, but this looks like one of the females.
I mean, if we
Did
don't
we
ever see
already
him again,
blow the
No,
male
we're doing this
apart?
dude a favor.
No, just shoot. Shoot.
All right.
If it's still chasing, then we're still
Yeah.
shooting.
They can stop chasing anytime they like. Whenever enough of them have died, that they're like, okay, maybe we'll talk.
Yeah, that,
All right,
that,
time
that
to
is
lob
actually
another
the
landmine.
best position from which to do diplomacy is standing
Yes, it
over them with
is.
your foot on their
Right, from
throat.
behind
yeah.
a 20 millimeter
Yes.
cannon.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly,
that's-
exactly.
brawl plus what again?
We've already spoken softly. We're at stage 2.
We
Brawl
tried to do
plus
this nicely,
nothing, Kyle.
but you wouldn't go for it.
We're not. The Nazis tried to be reasonable with you.
Yeah.
What was that, Barge?
Strength plus athletics, not brawl.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Wait, how many mines do we have left? Because I only had the 2.
I've got
Well,
mine.
There's one more. Do you want me to? Okay.
I've got one more as
Roll
well.
the last mine.
Before you throw it, if I throw a mine, I'm really good at throwing mines, as the case may be. If this is our last one,
I've got
maybe-
one too.
all right.
We got loads. We got loads.
Mhm.
So throw it or don't throw it. Your call. You're mine.
Are you any good at throwing?
I mean, my mines are gone. I gave you one, and I used mine.
Kyle,
Uh-huh.
is Kyle any good at throwing?
I've got 4
Yeah.
strength and I have 1 less athletics than Regs.
All right,
That's
so
pretty
he's
good,
still
yeah.
got a really good.
Yep, I have 3 athletics. You say do it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, you guys don't fucking lynch me.
No. It's fine.
It will be Dev's telemine used then.
You're using my tank mine then?
Is that what it was?
This is the big one.
I'm throwing something. It's heavy. Okay?
Okay, the fucking telemine. How much strength do you have again?
4.
Okay, that's actually retarded. Fine. Okay, throw it.
I've got retard
Yeah.
strength. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I was
your-
going to
that's
give
your
you a
top stat.
minus, but fucking 4 strength is like Arnold
Without a tard
Schwarzenegger on
rank,
steroids.
I will be righteously enraged. Or enraged, whatever.
Yeah, shut your mouth and just toss it, cunt. Jesus.
No.
Oh, Jesus. Okay,
Nice.
yeah, you fucking frisbee that thing, apparently.
Catch chill for fig.
Were you not quite expecting us to
7
get perfect
deals.
rolls every single time we did this, Arch?
Right, okay, yeah. You frisbee that fucking thing. Let's see. What kind of force would that even be? Let's see.
At an absolutely perfect vector towards the center of its skull.
I mean, ideally, yeah.
However, you hit on the edge, and
Okay, this is going to be more
luckily brain.
math than I'm comfortable with, so I'm just gonna do like this. All right. Right. You fucking frisbee the telemine. As the thing just zooms towards the poor werewolf's head, okay, maybe that's good. Hold on. 1, 4. Nope, not quite good enough, poor little werewolf. Would the werewolf like to use a willpower roll? Maybe the werewolf would like to use a willpower roll.
So
the werewolf will use a willpower roll. It's afraid.
The others were anti-personnel mines, and this is an anti-tank mine, right?
Yes.
So this is the money shot right here. This is going to be one of those big explosions, Arch, I think.
Right. 7v7. Okay. Roll a single D10, Kyle, and whoever gets highest wins the roll-off. Roll well, Kyle.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Power of God.
Roll again.
Hey.
All right.
Oh,
Can you use a willpower?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Right, Carl. I completely agree with Arch. You're kicked out. We don't want you anymore.
Oh, well, it was a good run.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that was glorious. I swear to God, Roll20 knows when to make it dramatic.
Did he roll? Did the werewolf initially roll the same as Kyle rolled?
Yes,
For
same
the
degree
wow.
of success.
Wow. So can we assume that
after having used one of his rerolls? Right. So the thing just whizzes past, and the werewolf just barely manages to get its head out of the way of this giant high explosive frisbee, which flies off into the terrain, impacting with a tree somewhere, resulting in a massive fucking explosion.
Hey, man, I fucked that tree up, okay?
Best kind of explosion.
Yes.
I'm so fucking sad now.
Right. Rags?
Alrighty.
Do you have any more rhymes?
So
saying
this,
that if it's a draw in the rolls, then the player wins, according to the rulebook.
It's Arch's rules, okay?
Yeah,
You know
okay.
that. You know that.
Yeah. Chat.
Dev rules work
Unfortunately-
quick, hard.
That is actually what it says in the rulebooks, yes.
Well, too late then.
Player
See,
wins if
Arch's
draw.
rules first.
But that's kind of dumb, you know?
it is.
It's kind of dumb.
Kind of dumb.
No, it's not. It's not dumb at all.
It's kind of dumb. I like the roll-off system.
So technically speaking, I didn't do anything wrong. Okay,
No,
I did.
you did something wrong.
Arch,
No,
as
Arch is
usual,
doing this, yeah.
fucks
You rolled a
me.
1.
Take the blame, Arch. It's your fault.
I don't know. He did roll one.
Hashtag
Yes.
blame Arch, please, instead of
He had a
me.
10% chance of losing, and he did it.
Yes. See? Now, Rags, shoot the werewolf.
All right. So is this the werewolf that you had hit previously, Sargon, with your very first volley? The one you hit in the chest?
I think so.
Yes.
All right. So it is already wounded. And we can tell that small arms fire is affecting it. So
Maybe we could try throwing a silver dagger at it.
I would want that back. So
If we hit it, we will get it back.
yeah.
I do have a plan if you like.
Oh, I'd love to hear your
Your
plan.
plans are always so good, Dev.
Okay, so I have some oil and a flare gun.
We're
we can
instantly abandoning your plan.
We can dump the oil out the back of the vehicle, and then someone hit it with a flare.
Wait,
and
hold
light it
on.
up.
Hold on. Okay, little buddy. What's going to happen when that oil, that fire, traces that oil back up to the where it's coming from?
We would, I
Well,
believe, stop
so the car
pouring
is moving.
before we fired.
Yes, I will let go of the flask.
Make sure
in
you
fact.
specify that, because Arch will get you on
So
that.
what I think I might go ahead and do is what do we have left in terms of mines?
We
You
have one
tossed
more?
the mines.
Mine
I
are
have
gone.
One
I've
more,
got a
Riggs.
mine left.
Oh,
what
so there's
kind
a
of
mine
mine?
left? Okay.
Come on, Riggs, whip it.
What kind of mine do you got?
An anti-tank mine.
I think you might have
looks
to.
like
use
a
this.
tank.
The second telemine.
I'm gonna take this mine because we got an angry werewolf coming after us.
And if we
Okay,
come across
I
any
believe-
tanks, we are fucked.
Deleted from my inventory, so yeah, be careful with it.
So let's see. Do I want to yeet for distance or Kobe for accuracy? Guess we'll find out. So let me make my rolls here as I prep this mine, arm it, and then rear my hand back and give it a toss.
It's a
Right
mine,
out the
and this
window.
is a quadruped, so they're going to be hitting the ground a lot. You could just lay it in front of him. You don't have to go for
Yeah,
this.
No, 'cause it might
they're
avoid-
quadrupeds. Do they get a double penalty to stepping on it because they have twice as legs?
Just chuck it.
Let's do a strength. All right. No modifiers, I imagine. So, yeah, I'm going to re-roll the 2 1s with a willpower.
We'll
do all
re-roll
three
one of the
re-rolls.
2s too.
And
Yeah, just do all
the
3.
2.
There's a button in
So
there.
let's give this a shot.
Not bad. I mean, you remove the fails.
So let's
I
see.
guess.
So, but that would only give, so let's see, that's 1, 2, and a 5 is not a success, correct?
No, that's 2 degrees of
No,
success
that
without
would
any
be
fails.
3. No, 2. Yeah, 2 degrees.
Up from 0.
Yeah. Still, so I've expended 3 out of my 5 willpower. 2 degrees of success. It's not much, but I don't know what's going to happen after this.
I think the werewolf
should I
might just
keep?
dodge it.
I think so. I'm going to go ahead and try another reroll. So I'm going to take the 2, and the 2, and I'm going to reroll those. Here we go. Moment of truth. I just click the buttons.
Well,
That's
that
still
is
2
actually...
degrees of success.
Yeah, that's the same.
Oh, well. All right. Let's see if 2
Not
degrees of
has
success.
decided how many you're having in total.
Right. It's closer than you think. 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, 3. Yep, it beats it by 1. So that is yet another ginormous explosion off in the woods, rocking the house of some poor turtle or rabbit or some such other creature.
As a free action, I'm going to ready my MP40.
Okay. Dev, would you like to kill all of the players now by setting fire to the mouse bimobile?
Please don't.
Do we have anything else to throw, guys?
Spargon has bullets to throw out of
Yeah.
the auto cannon on the top.
You don't have a kitchen sink we could throw?
I have a submachine gun. He's got the cannon on top.
I don't think I have.
And
any
this thing's
more
already been
explosives on me.
wounded. Yeah, this
I'll
thing's
just
already
shoot
been
it.
wounded.
I guess so, eh? All right. I'll just watch, I guess. I'll wave.
Well, is there a way for you to assist
You're Canadian. You don't
somebody
have to watch
with...
I don't think so.
You
Yeah,
can shoot at it.
yeah, but with what damage from my tiny gun, you know?
Yeah, but
Might as
still,
well.
you'd
Might as well.
feel better.
I'll taunt
Pew,
it
pew.
from the side window.
What are you shooting at it?
Taunts.
Oh, Dev, chat has mentioned the ball bearings. Perfect. We can test
Yeah,
physics.
Now I'll roll them.
No, unironically, I think it's a much better idea than it might sound. It's still,
No, 'cause
it's still a physical object. It can still be affected by falling
It's a
over.
dirt road. It's not going to.
It's the dirt road, yeah. It's not like it's stone or anything.
Hard surface, yes, it would be
That is
fucking pretty nice.
People are saying I could just I could throw the oil at it so if it's drenched in oil and then it gets lit on fire.
Yeah, but we're
You're
going
not a very
to...
good throw.
Yeah, but
No, I'm
even
not.
if you did cover it with oil, we're going to kill it with bullets. So
Just shoot it.
shoot it with your gun. You're in the army.
Fine, I'll shoot it with my tiny 1 damage gun.
Well,
Pew,
what
pew.
if you do 1 damage? That'll be more than no damage.
Okay. I haven't had to fire this thing in 6 months. What's the roll, Arch?
Composure plus firearms.
All right.
To be fair, he didn't need to fire it to enslave that family, so why would he?
Probably not, yeah.
That's not bad.
Pew.
Given that we're
Dice
using
roll
long dice.
0. Wait a second. Dice roll 0.
No,
Because I'm
apparently
really
we're using
hungry.
long dice.
so-
Yeah, it is all hunger dice.
Yeah, it's all hunger dice 'cause I have 4.
Aren't you at 4 hunger right now?
Yeah, that's the point. I'm too hungry.
Oh, that's
He's
different.
very hungry.
Yeah.
Right. Dev fucking goes. He leans precariously out of the rear hatch of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Like he's practically dangling off the end, just firing his pistol madly.
Is this one of those bestial
Approve.
successes?
Yes, whilst roaring in small child.
Okay.
Can someone
Any
grab
damage?
the kid?
I mean, it's 6 fucking degrees of success, which is not bad.
Yeah. A
Any
bullet's a
hits?
bullet.
Yeah.
There's no art.
Never mind. Fucking werewolf rolls 310, so it just dances past the bullets, laughing all the time.
Jesus.
He should have rolled that against the fucking hand grenade. Like he cut that really close, or she cut that really close, but the pistol, like, no, scared of that. All right, Uzulu, it is your turn to do the roll again, and may I remind you that you have a small child hanging out of the baggage this time.
Yeah. I mean, actually, to be fair, I wouldn't know that. Probably.
Probably not.
Well,
You
then.
wouldn't see her from the. We're all in the same compartment, right? You'd
Yeah,
notice.
but I'm looking forward. And maybe I'm not looking
Oh,
forward.
I guess,
actually.
yeah,
It's a
you're.
pretty,
you're driving.
pretty flat road, and it's straight as well, according to the map.
Yep, it's a nice straight roll.
All right, Dev, you best hope that those drive points I put in because yours always failed do us proud here. Because if you fall out, you might need a new character. So I'm
One
rolling
hit point.
drive and dexterity, right?
As long as
Yep.
you hit the ground rolling.
To be fair, maybe we can handle one werewolf, but it's a particularly large one.
Got 4
Alright.
silver daggers. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's do it. And that's not great. I think I should probably re-roll that for the sake of Dev's life.
Seems like a good idea, yes.
That's much better. I'll take the
That is
the 6 and the 9 and replace the 3 and the 1 if that is how it works. I think it is. So I get 3 degrees.
You should have called it first, but I'll be merciful.
Sorry, I didn't know that. I'll try to do that next time.
Merciful arch. Right. not as good a drive roll this time, but the car still speeds forward. Now, hide from others. Yes, let's hide that. Okay.
Oh god, is there a
All
tree
right.
ahead?
The werewolf. Let's see. This will be a fun one. Oh, not bad. Okay. All right. So the werewolf makes her usual move. And then Rags would probably sense this with his little sense the beast radar. He
Yeah,
can
boy.
feel magical bullshit about. As the werewolf does a running start and then crouches down on all 4 before, with a mighty roar, leaping up to 50. There you go. Whee!
Uh-oh.
Clunk.
Time to melee, boys.
Well, this
And
situation's
landing
got
with a
bit worse.
loud thunk atop the roof of the car.
So,
I have a
okay,
brilliant idea.
right in front of me, and it's my turn.
Hit the brakes.
Yeah, but your gun's facing
And
the wrong way.
lucky for you, it had to do its turn to move, so it is Sargon's turn.
Would you
Okay,
guys possibly mind delaying your turn until mine? Then I'll just slam on the brakes.
No, I'll just stab it with my silver knife.
Sure, okay.
He's
You could
going.
draw- you could-
Yeah, because we're right here with guns and swords and
Yeah.
things.
Sure.
You could just beat the shit out of it, I guess. Just one. Right?
Yeah. What is it? Million what?
Yep, melee, and if it's a dagger, probably dexterity.
Excellent.
Could Sargon have a bonus because it's just done this massive jump?
That's too elegant for that.
I'm going to re-roll 3 of those fails.
Okay.
That's more like
Not
it.
bad. That's 5.
All right. Okay, yes, you do manage to deliver a solid hit to the werewolf's body.
Excellent. What damage do I roll?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? So werewolves have a lot of interesting little tricks up their sleeves. So
Do those apply
Arches,
to
what we
silver?
like to call them.
the werewolf is starting to look very, very hungry at this point. But as your dagger streaks towards it, it lifts up an arm and it lets you stab it straight into the arm, but then shakes it arm out, just throws it out, forcing the dagger back out again. It seems to have taken minimal, if any, damage.
And it's silver.
Well, stab it more.
I thought silver was a big deal, though, werewolves.
Yeah.
It is, but well, if one of you has Fortitude 5, you'll see why.
I do, I think. Oh, no, not 5. I have Fortitude 2 and 5 health, or more than 5 health. Never mind.
Vampires are apparently quite tough, which is good for me. Right, Kyle.
Where's Fortitude?
It's a
yes,
discipline.
time to,
It's a discipline.
It's on
Oh,
258.
right. I don't have that.
I got it. It gives
nobody
you extra
has
health,
it.
Right,
among
okay.
other things.
I have
Doesn't
one.
give you
I
my
have a
charge,
point in
actually.
fortitude as well.
Ooh.
I still like my slamming on the brakes idea.
I mean, you could still do it.
Yeah.
The question is, Arch, if I decide to soy slap this fucker, will it? What can I be holding onto the vehicle in such a way that I'll be prepared and braced for the brake,
Yes,
so that I don't fucking fly out?
yes, you can punch it without the risk of flying out of the car.
Like I want to punch it right in the dick, so let's do that.
Doesn't have a dick.
Oh well, that's kind of well. Oh, it's a girl. Well, gonna get stuck in there then. Oof.
What?
Don't think. Just let it happen.
All right, that would be brawl plus strength.
A little bit of a slap here.
Do werewolves have any kind of weakness to anything a vampire can do, like vampire blood?
How fair is my retard strength? Is this a good thing or is this a bad thing?
The
could
retard
re-roll
strength, there is a
some of those.
1 in there.
Yeah.
You could re-roll the 1 and the 2 5s, for example.
Might as well, because I really want to just punch him off if I can, or make him unstable, so that when he hits the brakes, then he flies off. Well, that's 1 better. Not a lot of good luck here. Jesus.
I mean, that's still a good roll, though.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
one
if
less
you
fail
replace the
and one more
one,
success.
5,
Yeah.
6, 7. That's 8 degrees of success.
yeah, that's a really
It's a
good
pretty
roll.
good punch. Is that the kind of punch that would
That's a lot.
literally vaporize a human?
pretty much, yes. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no fucking contest. This werewolf has not been rolling well on its dodge rolls. I'm very disappointed by it.
I know it dodged a couple tank rounds or
Right.
grenades.
Yeah, you step out of the compartment and just deliver a fucking thunderous uppercut to it. Like, you hear bones fucking cracking, even in the reinforced jaw of the werewolf as you deliver this.
Nice.
You send it flying, actually. Whee! Landing on
Run
his
it
back.
over.
I can't do my braking maneuver. We could run it over, though.
Yeah,
You could do the opposite of braking.
Like speed up.
Dev, it might be worth getting back in the car.
Yeah. Honey, sit down and put your seatbelt on.
Well, if Dev's in the back and we hit something, then he's not going to be thrown. If anything, he'll just slide up against the raised section. They'll kind of catch him.
It is your turn, Regs.
All right, I'm going to see this werewolf get punched forwards in front of the tank. Is it proned right now, or?
Yes, it is on his back.
All right, I've got this MP40 and I'm leaning out the window and I'm just going to light it up.
Yep, you get a bonus of 1 because it's not like it can dodge very well at this point.
All righty, so that will be a boop doop. Right. So that's a composure and firearms.
Firearms,
right?
yes.
Composure plus firearms. And with a 1 modifier, give this a try. There you go. So even with the 1, that would still be 3 degrees of success, right?
We keep getting both
4.
1s and 10s, way more often than I would
4?
expect.
Yes, because it's 4 for the 10, and then plus 1 for the 6, and then -1, so 4 degrees.
Oh yeah, then I'm going to keep that 4. I'm going to keep the 4 degrees of success. That's a good one.
All right.
You're running out of willpower.
I've only got 1 left, and that's
God.
fairly good, especially considering it's prone.
Sure.
Okay.
the
The wolf just throws itself around on the ground wildly and somehow manages to get out of the way of the bullets.
Uh-huh.
Don't look at me. Dice.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. So, like magazine wise, how much is left in the magazine?
That was a burst fire, so you got 1 more burst.
Then yeah, I'm gonna do.
I need to remember to make you sure you guys actually say that too. So the burst and signals.
Because I assumed that I could just it's a full auto submachine gun.
Yes, and so I think the MP40. Yeah, the
It's
MP40
definitely
only
full auto.
fires burst. Yes.
The MP40 only fires burst.
Yes, there's no single fire on it.
I wanted a full auto.
This is like real world.
Does it do full auto?
MP40s, surely they do.
Yeah. Do they though? Do they though?
Yeah, it's a yeah. I'll double check.
Did burst fire rifles even exist
I
in
know
the
they
40s?
do. Burst or full auto only. Yes, it can fire full auto.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't want to burst. I just want to.
Oh, you
know.
should have said so then.
Well,
Partially my
said I
fault.
want
I
to
didn't tell
unload
you,
on
but
him.
it would have been a miss regardless. So
All right.
but yes, when we fire, we should specify what we're using. Okay, Dev, what do you want to do? Fire
Well,
pistol again?
it's important. I'm going to reload. So
Okay. Well, you just fired a burst. I'll just give you a burst.
I mean, I can't really fire because I'm hanging out the back, right? I can't see him.
You can get back in the car now.
Yeah, I'll slip back inside. Close the trunk up.
Okay. Have you calmed down from your berserker rage again?
I guess, yeah. Can I hang out like the side window and shoot at him, or?
Sure.
All right, sure. Let's do that. And that'll be firearms dex.
Firearms composure, you little monkey.
Sorry.
Cheaty little.
Do I get a bonus because he's lying down as well?
Yes. It would be
That's
racist to not give it to you.
There it is. That's not bad.
Okay. That wasn't even a hunger success, huh? All right. That's pretty damn good. Flubs that, of course. Okay. Yes, Dev, you managed to hit the werewolf.
Excellent.
You hit the werewolf twice, actually. Good job, Dev.
Awesome.
You've tickled it.
Yeah, pretty much. With this gun, yeah.
Okay. Uzulu.
Gentlemen, I have but one thing to say. Ramming speed.
Yes.
Is it drive and dexterity, Arch?
Yes.
I will re-roll this if it's not perfect. Ooh. I'm going to re-roll that too.
That's pretty close. Yeah.
are you sure
Actually,
that's 2
I'm
tens?
not even going to bother. I'm not going to bother. You're right. That's is that 9 or is that 8?
It's
8.
Right. That's good enough, I think. Yeah, I think we'll go with 8. I'm going to ram this thing. I'm going to drive over it. Just out of interest, chat or Arch, whoever knows, how much does this tank weigh? This vehicle? I'm guessing it's enough, like more than the weight of Carl's punch. So I'm imagining quite a large amount of damage to this thing.
Ah, Jesus.
There'll be a few more broken bones to be sure.
Yep. We might even
Okay.
damage the car.
Well,
but
I can.
it's better than us being dead.
Go ahead.
Is there a
Werewolf.
bayonet? Is there a bayonet in the front of the vehicle?
Oh, that'd be great if we
No.
put like
We could do
I was thinking
poke it.
earlier, like Robot
just drive
Wars style spikes
over
over it.
Just drive over it.
We
Shotgun's
are.
right.
We are.
Just
We're
drive
just
over it.
fantasizing about how much better it would be if we had like spikes on the front where we were driving over it as well.
We can do that when we have some downtime.
Yes, modifications, perfect.
Yeah.
We'd like some paint as well, please. Oh, you don't have any paint? Fine.
Yeah.
We just use the spikes.
Yeah, we'll take
Chat
that.
says,
H.
chat says 4 tons.
Yeah, it's 8,800 pounds.
Yep, I think that's
Bring
good
it.
enough.
That's
Let's see what happens. Yeah, chat says the most majestic fight ever. This is so. This is like proper like knights combat. very
Have
high
at
etiquette.
you.
Yeah. The werewolf tries its best. Like it halfway gets up, but it doesn't get out of the way, and you just slam into it full fucking speed,
Yes.
and you send it fucking rolling off the side.
Yes.
You know, you hear and feel the thunk as this fucking slams home.
I want its broken bones to resonate through the metal of the vehicle.
Is it
Pretty
dead?
much. And the
sure.
car drives on. Now, let's see.
Hang on.
We
Yeah,
gotta
we're
finish the
We're
job.
not done.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, it's only
definitely
the
not
beginning.
done.
I think we can assume that it's sufficiently incapacitated, so I think I'll slow us down at this point.
No, do you know what we do? We collect these corpses or whatever we can and bring it back to those monks.
Oh, that's a good
the
idea, actually.
werewolf, as you hit it, lets loose a massive howl as you smash into it. The poor thing. The poor thing.
Chat says if its spine's
It's
broken,
bleeding. It's
paralyzed.
bleeding heavily. Like one of its legs is limping badly. It transforms again. It goes from werewolf to were-person, which apparently it can do, to human, down to dire-wolf, down to wolf. And as it goes through human, it shouts something very angry and very painful at you.
We didn't do shit to you, bitch. Calm down.
It did do
Wait.
shit.
Literally,
Okay,
we
can
just
I-
had to kill 4 people because they got angry at us for no reason.
Can I shoot it with my
right.
gun?
And
Yeah,
I
we
reckon
need it.
It's
as
the
many taps as
werewolf's
possible.
turn. Control yourself now. The werewolf. And the werewolf has transformed into a wolf, which is something it can do, apparently. It then,
I can do that.
Rags feels the sense of warp fuckery again, and the wolf just goes zoom.
All right, start chasing it down. Shoot it with the gun, Sargon.
Yes.
The werewolf
By zoom, you mean
flies
it's-
off a good,
gone.
like, 60, 70 meter off into the forest.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
I'm
teleporting
guessing
wolf.
I can't see it then.
Goddamn Arch and his stupid
Well,
fucking
yeah,
magic.
Sargon, you still have night vision.
Yeah, if it's in a forest,
I
it can be
did
blocked
not
by
expect you to do that much fucking damage to it.
So we're
it's
going
going to be
under or
blocked by
what?
trees. So
Okay, so
can we not fire at it?
It has zoomed off into the forest.
right.
can we head back and collect bones or something for the monks' rituals? Or the priests, sorry?
Yeah, go back and get the bodies.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Also,
uh,
surely, Dev, you want to drink the blood?
yeah, because I did ask earlier what happens
I'm
when
gonna
you drink
explode
the
it.
blood of a werewolf. I'm legit curious if it.
Here's what happens. You get double the hunger restored, but you have a +1 chance to frenzy on frenzy rolls
Well, that's good.
until you've used up that hunger again.
That sounds fine. What's wrong with that?
That's not too bad.
Because frenzy kind of sucks, but it'll be fine.
So we don't get any like powers or
No.
attribute bonuses or.
Nope.
You can go back, and there are the shredded corpses of what appears to be fairly regular wolves.
Yeah, they didn't
Alright.
appear to be fairly regular wolves earlier. Tell you what, if Emil asks about this, we're going to have some explaining to do, but we've done no problem here. Not only did we do the diplomacy perfectly, not only was it completely their fault they flipped out, but then we handled it expertly, especially considering how dangerous these things are.
Yeah, we
I'm
messed
pretty
them
proud
up.
of us, to be honest.
I think we did great. So
Agreed.
so the bodies are they indistinguishable from normal wolves.
They appear to be normal wolves. A bit on the big side, but nothing particularly ridiculous.
I think we should take like blood samples or something. Is there anything that we could use to like? Is there a blood ritual or is there some way to? Maybe like carrying.
Well, just wait first.
Werewolf blood.
Can I do any drinking from the march?
Yes, they're just animals.
They're just animals, actually, so there's no special. Okay, so we actually did just kill 3 wolves.
They
killed
do appear to
3
be
things that
fairly
are-
normal wolves.
Okay, so I'm not gonna. So how much hunger do I get back?
1.
Okay, so it was literally one werewolf with his 3 wolf buddies, just like
Yes.
pet wolves, I guess.
Jesus.
Her, sorry. Okay. Well,
Are werewolves some kind of matriarchy?
Not necessarily. They're fairly equal, apparently.
Oh, well, our
they-
friend's going to take care of that.
they must have been bound to the werewolf somehow, so surely there's some value in the corpses.
Did we notice
let's
that
take
any of the ones chasing us were the guy that we got on well with, or did he just stay in the cave?
No, these seem to have both been, or both. The one chasing you seemed to have been one of the female werewolves.
So, okay. Well, I guess we don't know for sure, but if he didn't come out, then he's done a really poor job controlling his women. Allah will not be happy. Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Well, let's collect the 3 wolf corpses anyway.
Or bung them in the back of the car. Let's make sure that they're dead first. I mean, given that they've been blown apart, but still they are werewolves.
Yeah. But like, there might be something magical we can get out of them if they're bound to the werewolves. There's something there. So
We only need their bones, and we are vampires, so maybe we can just rip their bones out.
hold on. I'm getting a fur coat out of this.
I don't think there's enough fur
I was
intact
gonna
to
say
get
the
any kind of clothing out of this.
Just
Like, you
bring
may
these
feel
tattered
like
shreds to the
bats.
tailor. and say,
Speaking
yeah,
of,
are we,
I am a
we
very
just found
tiny
this.
person, you know.
The flying mouse car has a comment on all of this as well. As when you pull up to the obliterated corpses of the dogs, it wheezes and coughs loudly. You pretty much smashed in half the fucking front part.
Yeah, I know. But we survived. It was
You
worth
should
it.
probably check the damage. Who has anyone a mechanic?
What would that be, Arch? Would that be... I don't know if it'd be science.
Isn't the
but
engine is
technology?
in the back on this thing though?
The engine is in the back of this thing, yes.
So
how did it get smashed?
like I guess
Because
the
you
axle
hit
could be
something in fucking 60 kilometers an hour. It rattles shit up a bit.
Would it be science or technology to assess the damage or something else?
Science would probably do just fine. Is there a mechanic skill?
I don't see one.
I don't think so. There's
I've got-
science, technology is a skill.
None of
You
us
could
are
argue
mechanics.
drive, maybe, but probably not.
I'd give you drive intelligence just to like assess damage. You won't be able to
Yep.
fix anything, but you'll be able to like, you know.
I've got 5 in total there. That's not bad. So I will assess the damage of our vehicle. Hey, not bad.
Right. Yeah. You look at the front of the vehicle. It's kind of crumpled, basically. You were probably a centimeter or so from having the side of the vehicle just busted in and having the werewolf land in your driver's seat. And there was a nice big fat tufts of fur and blood splattered all over the front, including the windshield, which wipes impotently like, The engine has taken a bit of a bashing as well. Once you hit that werewolf, you went from very fast to kind of not so fast in a very short amount of time, which has rattled all sorts of things loose. But it should be able to get you back to camp.
All right. I guess they have engineers there.
After which the pioneers will probably receive the vehicle and look at you strangely and judgmentally.
It was a
Well,
big
they
wolf,
don't get
guys.
paid to judge. They get paid to fix cars.
It's true.
All right, you can return back to camp.
I think, are we going to check the cave first? See if the guy is still there, willing to talk?
There might be more
You want to go
werewolves,
back
be
there?
honest.
I am not going back. Especially when we come back and say, yeah, we killed a bunch of wolves and
Yeah,
almost killed someone else. And
that's
maybe
I
we
agree
want to
with
get,
that.
yeah, we want to give it some time.
Fair enough.
time heals all wounds, right?
We should let them assume that they've just screwed up a brilliant opportunity. Especially since we were convincing that guy who was in charge. Assuming he's still in charge, he should be more amicable if we decide to bless them with our presence again.
Oh boy.
Do we need anything else from here? We gathered some corpses. It's probably about all.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I guess if there's nothing on the wolves that we could use or that would be particularly useful,
Well, didn't you want to grab the bones and the fleshy bits?
Yeah, we have that. I assume that when we get back to base, Sargon and maybe Sargon and I can do like an occult on him and see what magic was used.
Yep.
All right, let's drive gently back to base.
Limp home.
Yeah. Should have seen the other guy, though.
Yep. Herbie complains a little bit, but it gets you home. It has seen better days, but perhaps it has seen worse and well. Who knows what kind of horrible things has been done to this car?
I'd be surprised if anything more horrible than this.
Right. Yep. You get back to base. You are expected to deliver a report on your peace talks, if at all possible.
Honestly, if we explain this well, we're fine because we did brilliantly. So shall I throw some of my good social roles into this and see how it goes?
I mean, you could just try explaining it without the rolls.
Yeah, I know, but we're telling the truth, but at the same time, we got to do it properly. We got to do it well. There is still a way to tell the truth to make it look like you're guilty.
Well, we weren't guilty though. Just tell them what happened.
Exactly. So, Arch, question. The masquerade means that we can't tell people about werewolves, although it doesn't really count with the mill, but let's assume it does. Can we tell them about vampires, but can we tell them about werewolves?
Not really.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but I think at this point we're on the side of the Nazis against the Camarilla if it came to that. So fuck it.
I would rather not have to choose.
I'd rather not have to. Yeah, I don't want to have to be in a position where I have to make the choice.
Do you guys reckon it's wiser to tell Emil about the existence of werewolves, potentially breaking the masquerade, but probably in a fairly small way, just so that we can properly explain
break
this?
the masquerade.
It's one thing if we tell him what happened. It's one thing to say, "Oh yeah, these are werewolves."
Well, he already knows about vampires, so is it actually a problem to tell him anything else?
Because we were sent to investigate paranormal activity.
That's exactly right, yeah.
So if we told him, some weird shit went down.
Well, I think we want to be more specific than that. Arch, I think we would know if it would be a problem to tell him about werewolves when he already knows about vampires.
Well, masquerade-wise, yes, you aren't supposed to be telling anyone about anything, really. Yeah, but there's also the fact that Emil specifically asked for you to go look for paranormal shit and report back to him. So you have a bit of a conflict of interests here.
Let's be not too specific.
Well, hold on, because the masquerade is a Camarilla thing, right? Like, if you're out of the reach of the Camarilla, it doesn't matter, in a sense. You can break as much as you like. I mean, they'll still come after you, but you know what I mean. Like,
so why would the Camarilla care if the Nazis learned about werewolves? It seems like they would want to know.
Look, don't try and apply real logic to the silly idea of the masquerade. It would never work in reality, but that's what this universe says.
Well, conceptually, I would expect that the Camarilla would want to rat out werewolves to the Nazis so that they could be killed.
In general, if the Camarilla knew that Emil existed, they would want to kidnap him or ghoul him or mind wipe him or something because he's not supposed to know either.
Shall we just be non-specific? Tell him that you expect us to deal with paranormal or super enhanced enemy troops, and suffice to say, that's what we found. The diplomacy was going very well, but some of the subordinates of the man in charge, who we were convincing successfully, decided that we were not welcome, and they chased us down. But fortunately, with superior tactical genius, don't tell them that we were just chucking explosives at the back of our car. We managed to, and then rammed one of them. We managed to thwart the extremely dangerous opposition that arose, and decided that the enemy was far too hostile to continue negotiations with. So we came back with our report.
We were able to kill multiple enhanced enemy troops.
Yes. It's very unfortunate that the plan did not work. Unfortunately, there was very little we could have done about it once the enemy became enraged. We did not provoke them. In fact, things were going very well.
I don't know. I feel like we could. Dare I say it? We could blame the Islamic religion on there.
We could probably work that in. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like they seem to be very, very concerned about their religion, and no doubt some of them took it too far, as
Possibly.
tends to happen. And
I'm not sure. I'm
Well-
not sure we need to go that way. I mean, this was a simple matter of they flipped out for no reason. Whether Emil believes that, I'm not sure, but it is what happened, pretty much. So, Arch, if I say all that, what do you want me to roll for it? Performance? Or
well, just I would say that like we were able to convince the contact, and he was
Yeah.
willing to work with us. However, his
Exactly.
compatriots were not going to have it.
Yeah, diplomacy was going very well, but some of his subordinates did not feel that we were welcome and, unprovoked, started to attack us. Something like that, Arch. What would you like me to roll for that?
Okay, let's see. Is there a Forgify report skill? Probably not.
It's not forging.
It's not forging.
We're not telling him that they're werewolves, but we're telling him basically that they are without using the word.
Let's see.
Can I use, because I have a 3 in investigation, would that be something that I could apply to dispensing information that would be that would take like an investigation to find out?
I can't imagine
No.
how, but I do have a 3 in performance, so I don't think we need it.
Ah, Rags. You're Jewish, aren't you? I know you are. I can smell it on you. That's why you're like, hey, can I use investigation on something like giving information? Yeah, Rags.
Well,
come on.
no. If
Come
there
now.
was if there is an investigation that's going to happen, and I would know how investigations work, I was thinking, would that skill allow me to do things like alter evidence and stuff of that nature?
I don't think that would work.
No.
Arch, we don't actually need to lie at all. We can just be a
that's
bit
true.
vague on one part, which I have.
Yes. The truth is subjective after all.
But I think pretty much any reading of this puts us in the right. So I will tell him what I've just said, essentially. All the truth, except we'll leave out the fact that they were werewolves. Just say that they were enhanced and extremely dangerous.
Will an Islamic reading of this find you in the right?
Well, I think an
I
Islamic
think.
reading of this would find the man wanting in dealing with this problem.
Okay. I think you should let's do academics plus wits to write this in a clever way.
I mean, I have 5 in that, so that's not too bad.
Try
Are we
and impart
writing
the
it?
information without actually imparting it.
Okay. I mean, we're imparting basically everything, just being vague on one point. All right. Well, I have a decent skill in that, so academics and wits.
Is this a skill check that others could assist him with?
Yeah, I was about to ask that. Could I get a bonus for the fact that everyone's helping?
Because this seems like a joint effort.
Yeah. Chat's
we
pointing
wa-
out quite accurately that in Islamic reading, Uzla used a truck of peace.
So
That is correct.
maybe like a quasi, I don't know if there are aiding rules in this, but do we want to use like a weird quasi Pathfinder rule where if you roll above the average, it adds something to his?
Nah, but I'll give him a dice bonus.
All right. Thank you. Would that be a 1?
Yes.
I could re-roll those 3 3s. I have the willpower, and it's important to get this right because we really are not in the wrong. Well, that's a small improvement, so that's 4 degrees of success overall.
Okay. All right. I'll in the future roll this against Emil's bullshit detector.
There wasn't any bullshit there.
All right.
Well, I
Okay. Yep. That is the report created, filed, and dispatched to the headquarters. Very secretively, of course. The Wehrmacht not supposed to know about this. Not even the Waffen, technically. Just for Emil's eyes only.
But when there's nothing in there that would break the masquerade, as far as like revealing specifics, so it wouldn't matter even if someone did read it.
Mhm.
All right, that's it. Fantastic.
All right. that is, I think that is our adventure for today. My stomach is telling me I'm hungry.
What about that pastry, Barch? Gonna cut the roof of your mouth like you wanted?
Oh, is there anything else you'd like to finish up for today?
Experience. I guess a bunch of werewolves.
I'd like to request
learned a lot from ramming that werewolf.
Yeah.
I want to request a replacement, if possible, of any of the armaments that we used against the enhanced troops.
Yep, you'll have to go into the prestige shop and ka-ching.
Okay, well, can I do that occult check on whatever it was that Dev wanted me to check?
Yes, you can.
What am I checking, Dev?
The werewolf corpses, or rather the wolf corpses, see what magic was used on them.
Oh, okay. Wasn't especially good, was it? I'll re-roll 3 of those. That's much better.
Nice.
Okay. 2, 3, and a 4. Okay. You managed to determine that they were indeed regular wolves by and large. However, they appear to have been gone through some form of bonding, some kind of familous contract, essentially. Not dissimilar to Rags when he raped that poor dog in the hotel room.
Didn't happen a single time.
You probably also know, by looking at Rags and how lovingly he embraces the walrus-clad dog every night, that the owner of these creatures is probably very, very displeased with you.
His fault.
I mean, it is.
All right.
Chat is reminding me that we need to buy, for one thing, flashlights and radio packs. If we just get 2 radio packs and a flashlight each, that'd be pretty good.
I assume our army would just give us flashlights.
It's true.
I'm kind of shocked we don't have them by default.
Yeah.
But they just give us flashlights.
Can we get flashlights, Arch?
Maybe they could just cost 1 each or something.
Flashlights are expensive, though.
What?
But we're night troops. Surely the army would give us flashlights.
Yeah, but
it's like, all right, everybody, your missions are at night, but you're going to have to BYOF.
1940. Flashlights are difficult.
Okay, we're like fucking officers with connections. We have an
You
entire
operate exclusively at night.
Fine. You may have flashlights then.
Yes.
And then we should probably put those in the vehicle, right? Because I assume you guys use the vehicle as like the party hub.
Keeping it on me.
Thing.
Yeah, I will carry mine, thank you.
I'm carrying mine.
I mean, these
And
things
mine's
are
very
really
much-
big, though.
Put it in the vehicle.
There it is. 1 flashlight.
Yeah.
Arch,
The bricks.
will it cost us anything for me to get my grenade bundle back and my 1 anti-tank mine?
Yes.
Hmm.
What
does it cost us?
Jesus. The telemine costs 10 points a pop.
Ooh.
We can do that between sessions if you want to.
Well, hold on. Who gave me their mines? I'll help you pay back whatever it costs.
We use
You'll have
joint.
to pay
use
by
a
with
joint
sexual
pool.
favors, because joint
Oh
pool.
no!
No. We've got a joint pool of reputation points that we use for the team
Yeah.
to distribute as we need.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should consider silver ammunition as well, and we still need 2 radio packs. How much would they cost, Arch?
Silver isn't really something you turn into ammo. It's too soft.
Fair enough. Chat's recommending that we use them as shotgun ammo.
Yeah, because if you
use
make a dagger out of it, then
silver coins as shotgun ammo, apparently.
A blunderbuss.
Potentially.
we could make a silver dagger. We should be able to make some silver tip bullets.
We have 1 each. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we could,
Yeah.
surely we could do something like that. Or would the silver just crumple during the travel?
It wouldn't crumble during the travel, no. When it hits something, it'd be really soft,
the
but
target.
it would
wouldn't
still be hitting
happy,
flesh.
but,
As long as it gets in them, which a bullet would be more than enough to do.
So,
As long as I can get it inside of them.
given that Sargon stabbed the werewolf with silver and it didn't seem to have any special effects, can I assume that werewolves are pretty much immune to normal physical damage, but silver does what you'd expect if it was a human?
No, werewolves have access to an assload of fucking disciplines and abilities. That's what they use to avoid damage.
But
It's not that it doesn't do anything.
What I'm trying to figure out is, what does the silver actually do differently from other metals?
It inflicts aggravate damage on them instead of superficial damage.
Right, okay. So, it's just more effective. All right.
And if I have, like, my claws do aggravated damage, is there a way to, so if I was to find a way to silver tip my claws, what then? Would that just add on top of it?
No, it would just be aggravate damage.
All right.
Would there be a way to make some sort of, I don't know if this works, actually, any metallurgist in chat, but a silver steel alloy to make a sword out of for Sargon? Something strong,
You
but
could
also silver?
coat the outside of it with silver, but if you start using that on normal people, it'll chip and break pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You could tip
of
it,
course.
yeah.
You could use it for long enough to use it, once on a werewolf, or a few times.
Yes.
But so
Maybe
need
if
a
you
separate
had an
sword for it.
expert metallurgist and smith with you, he could do
Well-
something fancy like inlay molten silver into it with a hollow tip.
Here's the thing. I actually have a specialty of craft and melee smithing.
Nice.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
So we have our
I'm hearing it.
specialties.
I have a sword and a
biology,
silver
chemistry.
dagger.
So I have a
Put everything
melee
in there.
smithing specialty for craft.
Chat is
You can
warning us that
make
lead is
sword.
also soft. So if you can make bullets out of lead, I think you can make bullets out of silver.
Certainly.
I'm sure.
And it just has to be tipped. As long as silver gets in them, like that,
Yeah.
that's going to mess with them pretty bad, I imagine.
If possible, I would like a box of silver ammo for my gun.
Would that cost reputation points, or how would we go about actually acquiring this stuff?
The other stuff that you're getting back, you just go into the prestige shop. I also added in the little shtick hand grenade in there.
And for silver bullets, what would be the, like, silver weaponry essentially? Would that be, how would we go about acquiring these silvery weapons?
Well, you'd probably have to put in some special requests through potentially Emil and like get a hold of silver, because that's not something you just purchase in the quantities you need. And then you'd have to smith it. So you'd need access to a workstation and stuff. It's something that would take a while.
Well,
I recommend that we
could
put in the requests.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to at least inform Emil that silver works on the supernatural in this way. So that's why we need it. So
Yeah, and if it's just a matter of acquiring silver, I mean, it's not like the sheer amount of silver needs to be high.
Yeah,
Um,
and
it's
think
just-
of all of those Jewish villages nearby, the synagogues.
Wow.
Oh my god!
I have no moral
It's like, bring
compunction
us all your
whatsoever.
spoons.
we can just head back to Kiev and loot the town for silver.
So why is
You're a
silver dangerous
thief,
to werewolves,
Dad.
but gold isn't?
Because magic. Fucking shut your mouth now.
Silver and gold are two different things.
Silver is often considered like an anti-magic metal in many universes, but gold is just as unreactive. I think even more unreactive, if that's the attribute that matters.
I thought
Well,
lead was
usually. Let me ask you this then. If sunlight is so dangerous to you, why don't you burn at night since you're outside in reflected sunlight?
because the moon
I mean, that is a good
is
question.
made out of special rocks that
This is why we
magic.
don't ask these questions.
Yes, fair enough. I mean, as I said, the question about the masquerade actually being plausible was something I was just willing to deny away or to suspend my disbelief. So fine.
I'm sure it was certainly a lot easier back in the medieval and ancient eras.
Yeah, they just dominated everyone back then to keep it up. They didn't care.
Uh-huh.
Chats reminding you, don't forget the super chats.
Yep. All right. So
But,
nothing else we want to have done?
I was asking about
Experience.
the radio packs.
Experience. And do you deserve experience?
I think we deserve loads of experience. We
Right, so-
negotiated with
really
the
well.
Turkish werewolf, and we fought
I
off an attack by the werewolves. We definitely deserve it.
Believe.
We did great.
Yeah. The radios are already listed in the Renown shop.
Well, radios come with the flying Batmobile.
Yes, there's a radio in that. But if you want field radios, you'll have to purchase the Feldfunk.
Is that the document that's linked and pinned in the D&D channel?
Hopefully.
Okay. I'll have a look.
Bear in mind, too, that if you're going to have a Feldfunk, that'll only allow you to call to and from that one radio. So if you want to talk to somebody else, they're going to need a radio too.
Yeah, the idea was to get two. I would take one because I'm usually the one waiting outside with the Overwatch, and then someone else would take the other one.
Okay, that's 50 points for two.
That's not too bad. What do you guys reckon? It would allow me to basically play while I'm doing Overwatch.
Sounds good.
Who else would like to take the other pack?
Well, we could dispense it to whoever it needs to before we actually head out, but we'll just keep it in the car for now.
Sure.
Because we're carrying that around.
What's it listed under in the document? What's it listed as?
Feldfunk.
Oh, in German. Okay, that's very helpful. Thank you. I'm trying to control F to it. I'm trying to control F to it.
There's a Feldfunk.
It's right there.
Jesus.
Okay, yeah.
I might as well take it. How many inventory slots does it take up,
You
Arch?
can't carry it, you tiny little pussy.
Why not? How big is it?
You're small.
How big is it?
It's too big for you.
Oh, okay.
It's the size
I guess
of
I'm
you.
not carrying it.
All right, we're getting some Feldfunks, and we're going to be well. We'll leave them in the car for now, but then when we go, we'll put some on. And yes, experience.
Experience. This constant drive for experience.
We did very well.
Is it all worth it, though?
He's always been stingy about XP handouts.
Yeah, I am going to be quite stingy today as well.
What?
But we pulled off the diplomacy, we pulled off the combat.
Yeah,
That doesn't matter.
I'm trying to figure out how we could have done better.
Yeah.
I've been too generous with the XP for a while now, haven't I? Yes, too generous.
To get anything in this game.
Famous for Arch being too lax with the XP.
Look at Dev. He's got like fucking Auspex 4 or something.
You've been so lax
wrong
with
with
the
that?
XP, we're starting to think you might be Jewish.
That's the only thing he's got.
I've been saving for like 8 months for that.
Yes. So I mean, it should have taken at least fucking 14. Now, you'll get to the usual experience point, and you'll get one more for today's efforts. So
Oh,
I'll give you two.
wow. Fucking
wow.
amazing.
Oh boy.
You're the first in the oven, Arch.
Yeah.
We can make it one instead.
Already written in the 2. It's done. Locked in.
All right. I will go on to the super chats then, and I'll think about silver for ammunition and so on. All right. Architect of Fate, hashtag civilize the women. This was something you tried to do today, but you failed. You did not civilize a single woman.
It's not always possible. Sometimes you just put them down by strolling over them with a 4-ton car.
Via, definitely not a Skaven. Ferrata, Kick V. Oh, he's gone. Kick Snoozulu. Snoozulu, you need to get more involved or you'll be
To be
kicked.
fair, he said that before I did all the brilliant things this session.
Yeah, he was instrumental in today's victories.
I bet he's regretting those words now.
You did do well today. All of you did. Kyle, though. Kyle's a little quiet. Kyle, you disappointed me.
He's the new
get
guy.
a
He's
feel
allowed to be
of-
quiet for one session. Next time,
Yeah.
you must be the center of attention for the entire show.
No. I'm new. I gotta feel out.
He did get a moment of glory, though, when he yeeted that werewolf off the
Yes.
fucking roof of the car.
That was good. It allowed me to run him over, actually.
deserves an extra point of experience.
Yeah.
It doesn't,
Oh,
sir.
fucking
Sounds
well
so
we did.
distant and mad. I like it.
I'm leaning back on my checks. I'm angry.
Poor guy.
Michael Burrell. Hi, Arch, and all of this is my first super chat. Been watching Arch since Call of Warhammer and finally have money to donate. When thinking of picking up RimWorld due to your videos of his, is there a mod list? Arch has a reasonable fear of lists. He hates them. And he doesn't remember how many fucking mods or what mods he has installed at this point.
RimWorld is a very good game. You want to start with getting the mod manager, and then just go through the Steam list. Some games are very good for compatibility with mods, some games not so much. RimWorld's pretty good. So you can just be careful with getting, like if you're doing the multiplayer mod, you have to be very careful, because there is a very good multiplayer mod. But other than that, you can be pretty liberal with what mods you get, and there's some really good ones. The wall lights are one of the best quality of life improvements. And then if you feel
like you need Hughes lib first, because that adds in all of the stuff, and then medical tab, colony manager, all of those, because they make things way easier. And of course, prisoner organ harvesting sounds important.
Not one that I got last time I played, but yeah, if you want to do that.
Nicholas Bricheno. It's a lot hard to kidnap you if you are fat. Stay safe, eat cake. This is true. Perry Planeta Missionary. The squickening begins. Prepare yourselves. Kyle didn't squeak once today. He was just a sad, lonely.
There was no squeaks.
Even though we were driving a flying mousemobile the entire time.
He was a little bit embarrassed
for this campaign. Maybe bone crunchy sounds. I don't know.
Crazy Loon, glorious Kyle, bring with you the autism. See, I told you people wanted little Kyle.
Little.
Any planet a missionary? Kyle is Rags' familiar.
I can do better.
Very unfurry.
Wait, fuck you. Oh.
McLovin, Rags, what is your opinion on human cat pets?
Why human cats? Why would you want that?
Well, Nicholas, you can make lovey-dovey with them.
Classy.
No.
Pet them. Stroke the little heads.
Rags, I'm really not sure what the answer to this is, so I have to ask. But if not cats, what kind of animal would you recommend? I really don't know what your answer to this is going to be.
I don't know. I don't know, but
be honest.
Okapis.
Come on.
Tortoises.
Spill me. It's a Shiba, isn't it?
Or maybe, I don't know, like a.
Come on.
Just what's the first animal that comes to mind, Rags? In general, for you?
Catfish.
Okay, fair enough.
What?
I'm not sure that catfish dogs would be catfish girls would be very useful, but that does happen sometimes.
Yeah, it does happen.
Those are real. We don't need to create them.
Be gentle.
Imperial Fist. The one true faith is the Dawn, obviously, who later becomes the Emperor of Mankind again, rather obviously.
The Don?
The Dawn.
What, as in Don Sargon?
Well, it might be Don Sargoni. Who knows?
Oh, praise the Dawn.
Sorry, what's going on? I was reading.
The Dawn of the skeptic community.
Have you got a sufficiently tight-fitting suit for your Don appearance? Also, are you doing an election stream?
What? Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, no.
Mixstar. Hey, thanks for all the lore videos and getting more to 140k to fill the cold void Star Wars left in me, and I would like a lore video on the salamanders. Star Wars is dead. Let it rest. Let it die. It just needs to
be, doesn't it?
Sleep now. Both barrels. Back of the head.
If only they had realized that they could have just used hyperspeed with or hyperspace with one medium-sized ship to destroy the Death Star. Just packed with explosives, hyperspeed into the Death Star, no problem.
Slap a hyperdrive on anything the size of a Ford Fiat, and you've got yourself a project.
Which it doesn't count.
But I will do the salamanders at some point in the future. Undisclosed. Voidnull, as a certified Russian, I need to say this. Ukrainians can generally understand Russians, Belarusians too, to a lesser degree. Well, argue with Google. Google says no. And since I believe Google, trust Google with my literal livelihood, I believe Google. Hashtag I believe Googles. Matt Hawken, just noticed you're in the 6th Army. You're fucked. Oh, why?
Wait, no, we're not, are we?
The 6th Army, yeah, that worked out well, didn't it?
What army are we in?
6th.
Oh.
Carl's the only one here who knows a little bit about military history.
We're fucked.
All I know is that the real Sixth Army didn't actually have vampires in it, so we can change this.
I hope
That's
so,
true.
for our
But
sake.
Sidon, what if the Masquerade is true and you just don't know because they haven't told you?
Well,
So there's
then,
gonna be a
V
gulag
definitely
army?
isn't a real vampire.
Oh, God.
Well, I don't know. We'll explain a few things.
Communist Vampires Part 2. Nice. I see what you're doing, Arch. I see it from a mile away.
The Geekopolis. Rags has high melee stats with magic claws. I'm sure he can take a werewolf. Actually, I think a werewolf would wear Rags' ass like a hat, frankly, after looking up its stats.
What?
They're pretty bullshit.
Regs is tough. He can take it.
Yeah, I'm pretty good, but I don't know the vampire stats of this, or like what the werewolf stats are in this game, so I don't
They're
know.
pretty bullshit.
And all stats are arbitrary anyway, so.
Dalton Romate, Blood for the Blood God, indeed. Firis of Epirus, love you, Daddy Rags. Sargon, cover me on history, bro.
Sorry, say again. I didn't hear you.
Love you, Daddy Rags. Sargon, cover me on history, bro.
Well, who sent that?
Firis of Epirus.
Paris of Epirus. Yeah, I'm sure we will at some point.
I was getting worried there when he got to the cover me, like Sargon cover me, and I was like, what's going to be the next word? Longshank's Gunner, Arch, you monster, you lured me in with lore, and suddenly I'm waking up in a bathtub with my kidneys missing and an arm of half-painted poxwalkers. Welcome, Kyle. Don't break a leg like the first time. Oh, I should break Kyle's legs. That was funny. I enjoyed that.
I blame Sargon for that, actually. That
What?
was his fault. You left me to die, you son of a bitch.
What? When?
He doesn't remember.
This
I
is
never
very
forgot that
odd.
day. That's my
Now,
first
you have
RP.
played with Kyle once before, and you left him
Oh,
to
did
die in a desert planet.
Yeah,
yeah,
remember?
well.
Long time ago, 2 years, I think.
I think you probably had it coming, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, fuck you.
But I broke his legs later, and I made him walk around in a wheelchair for like 6 months. Oh, it was fantastic.
6 in real life months, and you made me keep rolling to not die. That was fucking bullshit.
You know it's good when something takes longer in real life time than it would in the game.
Yes,
It was
6
great.
months I had to role play in a fucking barrel.
It was very immersive.
Very.
Barbarians are us. Rags, do we have any grenades? Ha, even better. We have mines.
I'm saying, always have some mines. I knew we should have bought them, and they sure as hell came in handy.
Kekri Wilson, use a Minenwerfer to Werf throw those Minen mines. Well, we have a Minenwerfer. That's Kyle and Rags. Ludwig Dahl, addition of Kyle is unexpected but magical. This is now on par with Critical Role, honestly. Also, Arch should play Sabaton as background music for this. Can't. Sabaton likes to sue people. They're
Yeah,
sweet.
no, they will sue.
You know what? It is actually in the public domain. Erica.
What?
Erica. Bump, bump. Oh, no.
I think I'm
Hey,
right.
no,
It's in the
he-
public domain. It's been 70 years.
You would think so, but like Disney pulls bullshit, so I don't know.
That is true.
I didn't get a copyright claim on my video with it, so this
Yeah.
could be true.
I don't see a problem with
Just-
that. I mean, it's me
yeah,
playing the stream.
Prussian
I
stuff.
chat. I mean, I could just put the Erica on in the background if you like.
That'd
What
be
do you
nice.
reckon, Arch?
No.
Okay,
I reckon
Arch
it's
says
never
no.
like it.
No fun, Arch. No fun.
Admiral Nenson, strap an AT mine to the Solothurn, then use it as a spear. That would have been a good idea. Mashers burn, Rags, Panzer, Wurfmine, and Hafton Ladunggranaden.
Well, I think I caught my name in that.
Imperial Fists, hashtag blame Kyle, and hashtag blame Kyle even more. I agree. I think these are wise words.
Already back to that shit again, huh?
You're the one who rolled the 1, Kyle. You let that
I
werewolf
rolled
live.
a 10. And hey, I'd like to point out that Uzawu or whatever said that I basically should win that because the rules say that. But you know how he is with rules. They change at a moment's notice.
Yes, that Uzawu. He's a terrible person.
Uzawu.
I'm no longer the smallest channel here, as far as I know. So that's the one to be good for.
That's cruel. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
That reminds me, I need to add Kyle's channel to the descriptions. Let's see if I can find something so small.
Don't even bother.
Let's see. There we go. Oh, no, that's hentai. Never mind.
Yeah, it's basically the same
No,
thing.
that's it.
That's it. You got it.
There. I'll even add it in at the top, so you're extra prominent. I think I very Uzalu at the
minority.
bottom.
See this Uzalu? This is called like I'm the minority here, right? I'm the little
Saving
guy.
the best
And
till
so
last.
I'm getting put on top. Shut up, you.
QC Warlord, 1 werewolf blood unit equals 2 hunger points, but every hunger point select plus 1 difficulty to resist frenzy while the blood is in your system.
Yep,
Yes.
that's what you said.
Dev could be angry, but Dev left. Dev frenzied.
So, kid, you're gloating that you basically got affirmative action on your side.
Yeah, I'm I'm a minority, right?
Literally.
How this works? Allegedly.
It's certainly special, that's for damn sure. Anti-tank mines require more weight to go off. Well, I mean, 100 kilograms to 180 kilograms. If it's being fucking hurled at someone, I'm not going to try it out personally, but plus, I wasn't just going to have it go thunk off somebody's head. That would be anticlimactic. The rules bend. Matt Hawken, a female werewolf is impossible. Where is the word for man in Old English? The name for woman is a whiff. It should be a whiff wolf. Oh, it's a yiff wolf. Okay.
I think it is possible to the degree that they actually exist in this particular universe, regardless what the language says about them.
Yiff. I didn't actually look it up, but I just assumed. Plus, I like having female villains because they'll make you afraid. I mean, a male villain, that's fine. You can reason with that. A female villain, shit. All that goes right out the window.
They use our natural male weaknesses against us. They're evolved
Like penis.
to use our weaknesses.
This is
We
why
must
I've
steel
always
ourselves.
said that Kyle is a woman, okay?
What?
Because once given the opportunity, he immediately tried to go for the female werewolf's dick in a fist fight.
That's not how that works.
Yes, it is.
How does that make me a woman?
Because you go for the soft, squishy bits.
What? It just makes
Like
me
his sense of sympathy.
It's a strategic, right? This is tactical. We go for the underbelly. We go for the when you're firing at the armored vehicle, you go for the thin plate. You know.
That's
go for
exactly what a woman would say.
That's not what a woman would say. Okay.
Yes, it is.
A man wins no matter
Cyber-
where he strikes.
Yes.
Stay
there.
here.
I like you.
You failed, Kyle.
I can't fail.
Cyber Anime Leon. Dear Mr. Arch, do you still want to Cyphus Kane, the series, movie / anime, even knowing that they will almost certainly pronounce it as Caiaphas Kane? Well, no, because Caiaphas Kane is retarded. It's fucking just a dumb name. QC Warlord, the Masquerade mean human must remain ignorant of anything supernatural. If one race comes to their attention, vampire would follow and a purge. Yes, starting with Uzalu.
Unfortunately, that bridge has rather been crossed with Emil, so at least being vague and not telling him anything new, I think should play well in my favour at the hearing.
The bridge has been burnt thoroughly. We NH Cross has Dev named the child yet. Will he receive child payment in RP? Will Sargon become a preacher and get that holy spell? And will Uzalu get a full cult?
Oh, yeah,
Well, Dev hasn't named the child yet. Uzalu doesn't have a cult, but he's ignored it this episode.
They haven't
And
been
will
here.
Sargon ever become a preacher? I think he already is a preacher.
I take it that the cult is still with the rest of the army because that's literally
Yeah,
their
they're not
job.
here
yes.
with us.
So they're
Yeah.
not with us. So
Sargon preaches to the choir every day, therefore he is a preacher.
Okay.
are you making some snide commentary up on his YouTube channel?
Snide commentary.
I think we're all guilty if that's the standard.
True enough.
Possibly. But since I almost never make videos, I'm less guilty than you are.
Actually, you've been producing a lot of content recently, so no.
Allegedly. Yes, these last couple of days, unfortunately, something came up. But other than that, I'm planning to make one video a day and mostly stream clips or streams themselves. That's the idea.
There we go.
I found a new editor I really like. I hate Premiere. That's probably part of the reason I wasn't doing it. But I found this new editor I actually like.
Right. Well,
So, if you don't mind people knowing, remind me what video editor you use?
hang on, something it's called.
You don't know?
The one you use every day.
Camtasia.
Camtasia. I think that's the one you've been using for years, isn't it?
Well, yeah. No particular desire to change.
Fair enough. Is it a fairly basic one, or can you do some cool stuff like keyframes if you wanted to?
It's incredibly basic.
Fair enough. So do you just record OBS and then just bring it into their cut and render?
Well, I mean, I can, you can just do basic editing with it, but I don't need to do anything fancy, so I don't.
That's fine. Yeah, no problem.
Put a coin. British politics is like British polar exploration, proclaiming new and modern practices only to descend into cannibalism upon contact with reality.
I think that's a little bit of a stretch.
No. You retards went to the polls with horses. Like, shame on you. Animal abuse.
Well, we went to the polls, though, didn't we?
Yeah, but we beat you to it. Like, we brought dogs and we beat you to it.
Yeah, but you were born into the ice. We did something you wouldn't have been able to do.
Bringing horses to the polls? Yes, this is correct.
No, we got there.
It
Regardless,
was a terrible idea. Like,
it was a group effort, but the horses couldn't stomach it.
They just don't like animals. That's why they hunt foxes and kill horses in the North Pole.
I don't know. I think humans. I think I am thinking of the English as human. That's true. Exclusively. I don't know. Maybe we're one of the most animal-loving clades, but maybe not.
We definitely are.
Which is why I take a certain small pleasure in anyone who is a Muslim who would also be belligerent about their faith in public. When I walk past them with a dog who's got plenty of energy and wants to go up and sniff them, I'm not massively careful about who I let him sniff.
As a hate crime, Oozaloo.
It's not. No, but I did get
is.
Mate, well, I don't do it obviously, but for the benefit of the court. But no, there was I was in town once with the dog and like loads of people around. But then we walked past these a set of students or something, and they, without meaning to be judgmental, they were all somewhat brown. Didn't gauge their religion on the spot. There were too many people for me to use my my filtered Islam sense, but apparently he was, because I think he said, like, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something like get that filthy creature out of public or something like that. Pretty brazen. And I think I said something like welcome to England or something.
I would have said after you, mate.
Oof, oof, oof.
I can only say that I hope that the British police take swift action and shoot Oozaloo for these hideous crimes against Islam.
No, it literally
The only
happened.
correct thing.
That was a hate crime against Anglicism. Fuck him.
Against dogs.
Yeah. It's part of English culture, unironically. A good part.
And it's a good one.
When
Nensons. The problem with silver is less so that it's soft and more so that it forms a non-smooth surface which makes for poor bullets. So, no, you can't have silver bullets.
So
It looks smooth.
Yeah, we can.
No, you can't.
In so many fucking like fantasy
You could
universes,
tip a normal bullet in silver.
Yeah.
No,
Like you did with
Super
the
Chat says you can't.
sword.
well, those are
No.
people
Well, on
suggesting
the
ideas for
authority
that.
of a super chat. Fucking.
No,
He's
to be
like, I
fair,
got
Sargon,
paid
he
to
did
do
pay
that.
Arch.
Yes, precisely.
This is
Jesus.
basically lobbying.
Oh my god.
Kekri Wilson, you realize lead is soft. Oh, but silver is too soft. See, he knows too.
Yeah, but that's the point. You make bullets out of lead.
You could cast silver.
Or just alloy it and do more damage than normal. I tell you what, if we alloy it, then the game doesn't have a way of saying, well, it's kind of aggregate damage.
I mean, silver is like between copper and lead in terms of density.
My sound suddenly mysteriously cut out very specifically there. Moving on.
Maybe we should pay you to listen to it.
Arch, what would happen if Robuta Gilliman tried to get help from the Lion in the updated lore? They'd probably be real bros and then probably try and kill each other once or twice, honestly. Kekli Wilson, imagine complaining that the names are in German when you're in the German army. Also, is the car a Panzersparwagen, Sonderkraftfahrzeug 222? Yes, if you want to use the full name, it is also a leichter Panzersparwagen. Not just the Panzersparwagen, even.
Does that mean light?
And we could add on further words to it as well, if we gave it a bit of a different armament, for example.
Wolframmer.
I guess you could call leichte Panzersparwagen Jagdpanzer Sonderkraftfahrzeug 223? Was it 223? Can't remember now. But there was a version with an anti-tank gun on it.
Yep, I'll remember that.
Via, definitely not a Skaven Ferrata. Snoozaloo can stay, but next time. So you have a stay of execution. Kekri Wilson, don't worry, they can airdrop enough supplies to you. And matches burn. Arch hardcast lead instead of PB plus tin, silver plus PB. Okay, so you can alloy it with lead. Tin.
No, you alloy silver with lead.
Yes. No, silver with tin.
What? That's not what he said.
He's suggesting silver and lead.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Why not?
no, I don't. I do not accept these things.
Are you putting your foot down and saying that we can't have silver bullets regardless how practical it is?
Sounds too effective. I want you to be in melee with this thing.
Of course you do. Well, that didn't quite work out this time.
Yeah. Well, I'll take away the car next time.
If we can't have silver bullets, we'll just have explosives. Because they seem to work fine.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Oi, Kibbs, check Discord. I can help you with weapon recommendations that'll match your character with an autistic knowledge of guns. Nazis hate shotguns.
He's right. They do hate shotguns.
Yeah, but you know who else hates
The
shotguns?
Germans?
Nazis' enemies. When the Nazis are carrying them.
Well, that's fine. The military didn't use them, but you can actually buy books on the German hunting guns of the Golden Era from 1840 to 1940. I mean, the civilian hunting shotguns,
I'm
especially.
surrounded by history nerds.
They're you just go. If anything, it's actually probably really cheap to go and pick up a break action hunting shotgun and just put silver in there. And that's something you could buy from pretty much anywhere. I bet. The military didn't use them.
I think he's referencing World War One, though, when Germany was.
This is World War II. Okay, so let's 1940.
Yeah, I know, but remember 1914 when they were all like, "If you Americans keep using the trench gun, we're going to execute."
Oh wow, we're irregular forces and we're using civilian shotguns on paranormal targets. Same thing.
Well, I'm just saying that that's probably what he's referencing.
Please be wrong, because we're
Well, he might
vampires. We don't follow those mortal rules.
I can scarcely think of a more effective weapon for the relative to its size than a shotgun filled with silver against a werewolf.
Yeah, that's probably going to be ideal for him. You can make bullets with them, but it's not as good as just stuffing a shell full of shotgun and blasting a werewolf.
I wonder how the Nuremberg trials is going to react to the werewolf.
I can imagine a werewolf on the defense stand.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure they're going to realize. And if it turns out that the werewolves were just wolves that had been magicked up to being werewolves, then all they're going to say is, we were hunting, mate. That's all.
Yeah, it's like we keep these with us while we're in the field in case we come across wild beasts.
Who are particularly...
But if we're in the Sixth Army, like, we're not going to see the Nuremberg trials. We'll be gone long before then. Like, it'll be the Gulag
has had a brilliant idea in chat. 2 words. Silver nail bomb.
Ooh. That is a good
idea. Yeah. surely you won't cover us from making silver nails.
Silver from my vocabulary.
Claymores is also a good idea, but I don't know if they existed in the 40s.
In fact, it says that the period 1840 till 1940 saw some of the finest break-open shotguns, rifles, drillings, and other combination guns made in the country.
History is coming up at odds with your strategy for running this campaign, Arch. This is unusual.
Nuremberg
just a
trials.
civilian break action double barrel that's what we're going to be going for.
To be honest,
Confiscated by the Nazis. The Nazis aren't going to give you a gun. Jesus.
If
Or
we
the
get
army,
as
that's
far
their
as the
job.
Nuremberg trials, then we've already lost the campaign, basically, because Germany's lost. The idea is to make Germany win in this campaign.
Oh, no, there'll be the Nuremberg trials, but the roles are going to be reversed. Like, you didn't kill any Jews?
Jesus. Okay, right. Well, we'll wrap it up there. So, thank you guys very much for playing, and thank you everyone for watching. And are we on for next week?
I am.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'm not aware of anything that I've got on.
Stairs in Sargon.
I don't believe I have anything on, but I'll let you know if I do.
Lovely.
Good. 3 weeks in a row? What is this black magic?
We've lost Dev. We don't know if he's saying yes, but usually does.
Well, we'll just ignore Dev. We'll just say that he's sleeping off the massive hangover from being raped by a dark god.
It's true.
Right. Speak to you later then.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Stream is stopping now.